Drew, you killed this shit. Drew, you killed this shit.
Welcome back, everybody. You know what time it is. It's Wednesday, so it's another episode of In the Four Corners of Wrestling. I am your host, Marshall, Mr. Soul Simmons, and you already know before we get started, go ahead and hit that subscribe, like, and notifications so you know we dropping another show on the 613 Faye Productions here on YouTube. I got my boys back with me. We're gonna go through it. Blue corner, Quabo. What's up, baby?
Quabo. I'm back, y'all.
He done drank his orange juice. He done took his vitamins, did some push-ups. What's up, baby? You feeling good, man?
Feeling great, man. Feeling great. It's a new week. Feeling amazing.
My man. And he's back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls in the black corner. You know him, the other half of the B.O.D., Mad Maxx. What's up, dog?
People's champ in the building. What's good, people? Ready to do some damage. Another week, B.O.D. style. Let's go.
Shit. You got the chairs and the tables lined up, baby. You doing all right, Mad Maxx? You ready to start swinging and banging, baby?
You already know what it is, man. I'm ready.
All right. And then our last guy, you might have something to say to that, Mad Maxx, coming out of diamond-studded gold corner. You know what I'm saying? He was Hollywood. He was perfect. He was the love guru. I'm just going to introduce him as my main man, Mike T. What's up, baby?
Hey, listen. As you can hear, I'm eating right now. And that's a representation of what I'm going to do to these Rudy Poos this show.
Oh, shit. You feeling all right, man? Yo, that's on grubbing like shit.
And
man.
the thing is, we're going to have to get one of these episodes, not this episode, but we're going to have to get into how people just self-proclaim themselves that stuff. Because they call me the Oracle, but I don't call myself the Oracle. I'm just called the Oracle. I don't know how he became the people's champ, but we already got one. But it's okay.
Oh, shit.
I didn't name myself that. That name was given to me.
Okay. Hey, we're gonna save that for another showdown. Hey,
well,
man,
fuck both of their answers. Quavo is my name. I have made that shit. Okay. The original Quavo. Okay. Not this weird dancing ass one Joe Budden makes fun of, okay? Quavo over here.
Hey, let me put it like this, man. We're gonna shut all that shit down because I was giving mine by birth. So, like I said, we're gonna save that main event for another day. All right. But yeah, you know what it is, baby. It's old school Wednesday. And since it's Wrestlemania season, man, we had a good one for y'all this week. All right. WrestleMania 20, baby. And the theme was where it all begins again. Out in MSG, the boys choir Harlem rocked it off. Always good seeing them out there. And man, this thing just took me back because the first match, man, we had the Doctor of Thugonomics, John Cena, becoming the new U.S. champ over the Big Show, excuse me. You know, hit him with a freestyle in the beginning, and man, it was good seeing John Cena do that shit coming back, man. Quavo, what was your thoughts of the intro? You know what I'm saying? Rocking off WrestleMania 20, where it all begins again.
Oh, damn. I want to pull a Hollywood on this one because, you know, you got the big slow. You got constipated face nation over there. Oh, but it was one of those rare matches where you've seen them do decent work. I don't like either one of them. But
hey, it was the first time in a long time. Like, see where we're at now. This is the old school show, but hearing Cena chant, like, let's go Cena chances, it's like you forgot, like, damn, they did cheer for Cena.
For real. Like, damn, what? Hey, but you know, for his debut WrestleMania match going against Big Show and then taking that, taking that win, that's a nice way, to see Cena get his little rise,
Mm-hmm.
But that, Big slow, beaten, priceless, beautiful.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, I forgot how he had that weird looking ass goatee. You remember that shit? It's like the razor fucked up a piece of the chin part and then just never grew back. And then he was just like,
Oh,
fucking
shit.
leave it. Just let it grow. Let it grow.
Like I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. All right, so what you think of the match? So you didn't like the match? Fuck the match. Yeah.
Man, it was. I'll tell you this much: for a Cena debut match, it was a decent match. It's a good one. It's don't ask me to rank it though. Don't ask me to rank.
Let me go to my man, the Black Corner, Maxx. You know, so what did you think about, you know, saying the Big Show, John Cena, and John Cena doing his freestyle on the Big Show? You know what I'm saying? You know, you be in the studio. What you think about him hitting the freestyle and the Let's Go Cena chants and the Big Show suck chant? What you think about all that? What was your thoughts on this match in the opening of WrestleMania 20?
I mean, for it to be the first match of the whole WrestleMania, you know what I mean? It definitely should have been the opener compared to what else went on for the night. So I give it that. But it was Cena's first WrestleMania. So he came out and represented how he was supposed to. Like I said, that was the time period when Cena actually did have fans, you know what I mean, out there who liked what he was doing. You know what I mean? I was one of them. Like I was rocking with the whole freestyle thing he used to do. You know what I mean? It was
Mm-hmm.
I was still like, is he really doing this shit or is he just making a gimmick? But whole T, like he really used to do that shit. So, you know what I mean? I had to respect it, you know what I mean? It was cool. The match, like I say, it was what it was supposed to be. You know what I mean? It wasn't meant to be nothing super exciting or nothing like that. You got Cena and Big Show. You know what I mean? Like, come on. But, you know, Cena did what he had to do, won the title. You know what I mean? So I ain't gonna say too much. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't nowhere near great either.
Okay. You use the Quabo line right there. He did what he was supposed to do.
I
Two
caught that. I
FUs,
caught that.
a
I
hit with the
caught that. I was like,
chain. You
you
caught
biting my stuff,
Right.
bro. You biting me?
Hey, go ahead, guys.
Hey,
Look, just one time. I'm you know, just borrowed it one time.
The Quabo said, I need my move back. Oh shit. Hollywood T, the diamond studded gold corner. What do you think? Excuse me, Mike T. What do you think about, you know what I'm saying, Thugonomics, Dr. Thugonomics, John Cena versus the Big Show for the U.S. title?
Well, I'm gonna say this, man. I told you guys before the show I was gonna be easy this show, but since someone already started the show off, I'm just gonna say this. Quavo, you can never pull a Hollywood, so don't ever say that ever again. That you can never be me. Okay. All right. The people's champ was entertained by the old John Cena, and he's a Big Show fan, so that makes sense.
Oh, whoa. I didn't say I was more of a Big Show fan over Cena though. At that time period.
See, that's what happens when you cut people off. I never said that you said you was a Big Show fan over Cena. I said that you were a Big Show fan, period. So I know you got your rocks off to this match because if you was a Cena fan and you was a Big Show fan, this match was for you. But for me, I mean, to get back to the point, man. It was good to see Cena, young Cena. This made me remember. It takes me back to saying, I get it. I get why he was the franchise. I get it. He was just so over back then. And this, matter of fact, it's funny because, like you said, people were cheering for him, so it was pretty dope. It was a good one for the first match.
Okay. Yeah, I enjoyed it, you know what I'm saying, for the first match to rock off, you know, WrestleMania 20, where it all begins again. You know, it was, you know, John Cena was entertaining in the beginning, you know what I mean? It was like back then I used to think, okay, who's writing his shit? But come to find out, hey, he was doing his own shit, you know? All right, so moving on. We had seen some evolution, and it was good to see them guys. That gave me goosebumps, man. You know what I'm saying? Seeing some Jonathan Coachman, Teddy Long, and Randy cutting that promo, man. It was like young Randy before the skull tats. Like, okay. So after that, we had our second match, La Resistance. Y'all remember them, versus Booker T and RVD, who were the tag team champs, versus the Dudleys, versus Garrison Cade and Mark Gendrich. which Booker T and RVD retained the tag team champs. And Booker T looked like Booker T, RVD looked like RVD, and yeah, it pretty much was what it was. So get everybody's thoughts. Maxx, Black Corner. What did you think about the whole segment with Randy and Evolution and Coachman going through the halls and everything and the match? What you think about all that?
I mean, like you said, anytime Evolution came through, man, they was gonna give you one. So like they were the, I guess you could call them the new Four Horsemen at the time. So they definitely represented how they were supposed to. I like how they, they was whooping up on the Rock and Sock for weeks and months
Foley,
and
yeah.
just giving it to him, dog. Like kick my man down the stairs, all kind of shit, dog. But the whole coach having to go find the Undertaker, man, his little scary ass back then. Right. But then, like, what was it? Well, nah, they didn't. It wasn't exactly when he found them old heads in the backstage yet, but that came later. But the match, it was cool. It was all right. Like I said, I like seeing Booker T and RVD. That was one of those odd tag teams, that you never really would have thought they would end up putting together, but they did it and it worked. They was champs, they retained, and shit. Besides the Dudleys being in that match with them, I really didn't care too much about it, honestly. La Resistance, wasn't a fan. Gendrick and Cade, really wasn't a fan. So for a second match, it's cool, I guess.
Okay. Quavo, what you think about the whole segment? Evolution, Coachman, the match. What you think about
match, Quavo? Yo, you gotta admit, Evolution has a way to draw heat, and I like it. I like it, bro. I don't know what it is. I like to hate them in a way that it's like I ain't hating on you because I hate you. It's more like I'm hating on you because I kind of want to be like you, but at the same time, I want to be a better version of you. Because there's a step up. There's definitely a step up. There's definitely a step up. You know what I mean? But it's like, okay, it's kind of like when you look at the 1,000 Faces of Hollywood, you're like, okay, one of those is probably good. Probably. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Just keep trying to find Waldo. Let's go. Next page. All right. So this match was actually a decent one to watch. I like the Dudley Boys, but I feel like in this match, they definitely could have shined a little more. I didn't like how, those moments where you would think they would really take over and like just dominate the match. Then you have a singles tag like RVD and Booker T like giving them some work. So it was decent from like me, I like tag team matches. But I feel like the other two tag teams in there, even though they are tag teams, right? They didn't work the way that these other two tag teams work. Like one, you have a tag team that is two individuals that work like they've always been working together, which you can kind of see that a little bit in the moves that they do, but they don't try to outshine like La Resistance, which I'm like, damn, bro, y'all couldn't find somebody else. But but at the same time, it's like you get to see a lot of these wrestlers highlighted, and even the ones that we don't gravitate to, like La Resistance, still gave you decent work, and they kept a good pace with these other tag teams. But the Dudley Boys look, I don't know if you saw that, bro. They look swole as fuck. I was like, damn, bro. I was like, damn, dog. I was like, okay, this was probably the period where y'all were taking this shit seriously. Okay.
Well, they always looking to say it was like eating extra or shooting up or something.
Like even RVD wasn't smoking, bro. His hair looks clean. Like he hasn't had no bong rips. Maybe like one. I ain't gonna lie. He got like a little gray strand. He had like one. He had like one, bro. But I'm just trying to tell you, bro. Like it was for a match. It was fun to watch, but it wasn't high caliber for WrestleMania as I expected for a four-way tag match like that. But it was good to fill it up. I liked it.
Okay. Hollywood, what you think about this whole segment, Evolution, and with Randy cutting the promo and the match?
Okay, two things. First and foremost, Quabo, you lied to the people. You didn't name yourself. I named you. Stop. Don't lie to the people. Your name was Quavo from back in the day. Then the actual real Quavo got famous. We couldn't use that no more because they're going to copyright us and sue us. None of us have money to pay the Migos. So that's why I named you Quavo. That's one. Don't ever come for me again. Two,
Sure shot.
Marshall. I agree with Marshall for the most part, man. I mean, not Marshall, Maxx for the most part. And no, matter of fact, I got something to say to you, Marshall. Why you always keep coming? Why I always got to go last?
Well, I was going to come to you first on the next one, man. Patience, grasshopper. Patience, grasshopper.
But no. You know what? I agree with Maxx, man. It's always great to see, great to see evolution. But of course, I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't have a little small thing to say. Why the hell they kept doing them damn angles, them camera angles? Like every time the camera angle just changed, and I'm just sitting there like, bruh, they don't do nothing. And Ric Flair looks demented in every last one of them camera angles. He was just hey, bro. It was good.
Why they had to be all huddled close together? Like, okay, y'all. Oh man,
whose staircase are they in, bro? What the fuck is going on?
They was at the same ones where Randy had kicked Mick Foley down.
Mick Foley down, yeah.
But it's like y'all could have them spread out a little bit, you know.
But also,
pre-COVID.
One thing that you also can peep if you guys go back and watch it is that, but they tease the tension in Evolution the whole time. And the way Batista was looking at Randy Orton, shit. And the way Randy Orton kept talking about himself, like Randy Orton would say, "I'm the greatest," and then Evolution's the greatest. Not like he was trying to make it seem like Evolution was his group. But moving on, the match again, WWE, they're cheap, so they don't like paying people for certain things. Live Resistance music and Gendrix music wasn't the original music. That was just generic music from WWE 2K. Because that was not their music.
Shout out to Tony Cash.
Booker T and Rob Van Dam had the worst mashup intro music ever. I don't know if y'all peeped that.
I peeped that.
Okay, cool. All right. But the match is
laugh about that shit.
The match itself, I was a little disappointed. And I'm gonna say why I was disappointed, because I think there was a failed opportunity to give the Dudleys some props at home. I think they should have went over. They was in New York. Everyone knows if you're familiar with the Dudleys, that's their hometown. That's their stomping grounds. That's where they made their mark. I think they could have went over. That would have been better. Well, it would have, for me, it would have been better. But the match was what it was going to be based on what you think from these four teams. You had the two green guys, the two green groups, and then you had the two veteran groups. And it was just like they were trying to help get these guys over. Boy, did that work. Because I don't know where any of those other four guys are. I know where Rob Van Dam is. He's about to go in the Hall of Fame. I know where Booker T is. He's in the Hall of Fame. I know where the Dudleys are. They're in the Hall of Fame. Those other four guys, I don't even know if they're still doing independent wrestling or whatever they're doing. But the stars shined in this match, and it was a decent, fairly good match, man. It wasn't horrible, but it was a bathroom break match.
Right. Which is why I missed the intros. Okay. But see, that's why I go to you last on that one, because that was a great answer. So for the next segment, we had what Mad Max was alluding to with the whole Mean Gene and Bobby Heenan and Moolah Mae Young getting busy. It was kind of nasty at the same time, because I could have went without seeing that mess. But the next match, man, this was a good match. I enjoyed it. It was Christian versus Chris Jericho. Christian coming away with the win. Trish Stratus coming in, getting involved. Man, this joint was wild. In the match, Christian grabbing Trish by the hair and just slobbing her down like, "Yeah, you're my slut." And oh man, it was great. Hollywood, what did you think about this whole segment? Was you grossed out with the whole Mean Gene Bobby Heenan segment as I was, man?
No, I loved it. I loved it, bro. Oh man.
Oh man, hey. I loved it too, but it was nasty, man. I'm like, ew.
Well, At first, because of course we've all seen this pay-per-view probably plenty of times. I totally forgot about that segment altogether.
Right.
So I wasn't even thinking that they was going to be with Mae Young and Fabulous Moolah. I thought they was just going to be, you know what I'm saying? We talking about Bobby Heenan and Mean Gene. They got plenty of bread. So I'm thinking that they was going to be with some real live hookers.
Some hoes.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be with some hookers.
Some PYTs.
Yeah, but to get to the match, I mean, it makes sense why Christian is where he is, and it makes sense why Jericho is where he is. It was what you expected from these two. Great technical match. Who couldn't have seen Trish was going to turn on Jericho?
Yeah, I was like, wait for it.
Jericho really liked Trish. I don't know if he probably won't tell us for real, but it's probably in his book or something. But he really was trying to hit that joint in real life. I would have been trying to hit that joint.
Bad in that.
Oh yeah, no. Some of that face of his, it was like, bro, that shit looked like real sadness.
Matter of fact,
my heart.
I ain't gonna lie to you. The highlight of the whole thing was at the end when they kissed on the stage.
Yeah, her and Christian.
And she was wiping her lips off. I said, man, forget this wrestling shit. I need to turn something else on. Woo! I said, man, listen.
He had a giggity goo moment, y'all.
Yeah, it was a giggity goo moment, all right. It was about the giggity goo this damn WWE network off my TV. But yeah. But it was solid. It was a good match. I enjoyed seeing it in Prettier or whatever. I forgot his name of his move.
I'm Prettier.
I'm Prettier. I like that move. I love that move. That used to be one of my moves when I used to create players in SmackDown versus Raw. And yeah, man, it was a good solid match from two Hall of Fame. Well, sorry, neither one of them are Hall of Famers yet, but probably won't ever be because they didn't. Yeah, but you know, two. Okay, let me just go ahead and say it. 2 future Hall of Famers.
Okay. And one is in the Hall of Fame with Trish. Is it Trish in the Hall of Fame?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, my bad. Trish is in the Hall of Fame. Trish is in the Hall of Fame. Yep.
So great work. All right. Quavo, Blue Corner. What you think about the whole segment and Mae Young and Moolah, Mean Gene, Bobby Heenan getting busy? And everybody was getting busy in this whole segment, but Christian and Trish getting busy. What you think about all that?
See, this is the thing about the network, bro. Back in the day, you really see how far they tried to push it, bro.
Man, they pushed the
They
boy
tried to
like
push
shit,
it, bro. They tried to push it, bro. And I thank him for it too, because we would have
everybody
these
was
great...
getting busy.
Tell him. This is just foretelling the next match that's about to come up. You know, with the puppies. But you know,
stay on track.
But no, this match, like Hollywood said, man, it was a decent one to watch because you really got to see the technical styles of Christian and of course Jericho. And then also the storytelling that they did throughout the match. It lets you know, okay, how can anyone really get engaged? Trust me, this is the kind of crap you can see anywhere. But the way that they present it, it's like, damn, you can't really get this anywhere but the WWE. So for them to do it that way, and then, yo, hey, if you didn't like Trish before, or if you thought she was too much of a nice girl, or like you didn't see that come, bro. Oh, I was like, that shit. It is amazing, great storytelling. I loved it. It was dope. But yeah, let's move on from this one, bro. The next matches are better. Fuck.
All right, Matt, what did you think about that? So I think you pretty much enjoyed it like Hollywood did. I know you probably over there cracking the fuck up when you saw that whole Mean Gene, Bobby Heenan segment. I gotta do it one time. They was over there getting busy. You know what what you think about the whole segment and the match? You know what I'm saying? And then Trish and Christian getting busy.
Oh, man, look, that whole shit was just like y'all said, man. That was back in the time when WWE was going hard with dance, man. Like, a lot of people consider wrestling to be the man's soap opera and all that. And you know, you watch them trains, it's a whole lot of romance and sex involved. Yeah, but dog, WWE
people getting busy
to another level. Right.
One more time.
But
What
one more time.
the people getting busy.
Hey, y'all, wow, this shit. But nah, like whole T, I ain't gonna front. Like when I first seen Coach going back there, and you heard like the noises coming from the joint or whatever. I didn't know what the fuck they expect. Honestly, I thought what I'm saying, it was about to be some creepy horror Undertaker type shit, but not exactly him or whatever. But goddamn, when you see when you see goddamn Gene and Bobby Heenan, well, first you see like what Gene coming in looking like he just got some action, and
Yeah,
then
he
you
was
like, hold
getting
up,
busy.
right? And then you see like, hold on, you think you about to see a bride come through, and then it's Bobby whole team, and
He was
everybody had
getting
emotions for him,
busy.
like like, hold up, y'all two up, nah, no way, nah, hell nah. You know what I'm saying? We ain't about to think that. But then you say like Moolah and Mae Young, like, bruh, the
They
way
was
that they
getting
had these,
busy.
no, the way they had these old ladies getting busy.
They was
Every
getting
goddamn
busy.
week, bro, they turned them old ladies into like industry whores. Like every time you turn around, they was getting busy with somebody, bro, and it
Nah,
was
you
fucking
ain't saying it right. They
hilarious.
was getting busy.
Hey, look, I'm gonna let you say that every time. That's your thing, though. But nah, it was hilarious, man. But the match, Christian, Jericho, like what I'm saying, classic match, of course. They're gonna give you one every time because those are two great wrestlers. You know what I mean? Two great workers in and out the ring. So the whole Trish angle is like, what I mean, we see this all the time. What I mean, two guys want the same girl. Y'all were friends, now y'all enemies over this broad. Really? God
They
damn it.
trying to
I
get
thought it was
busy.
I thought it was MOB out here. but but goddamn, it was cool, man. And it's a reason why Stone Cold came up with that phrase, "you creepy little bastard." You know what I mean? That was Christian's little alias when he came around there, and they kept calling him that. He used the CLB, creepy little bastard. So, but that whole shit was hilarious, man. And yeah, the way Trish turned on him at the end, it was like you saw it coming. You knew that was gonna happen because, like I said, Jericho really did seem like he had some feelings for Shorty. When they had that little scene when he kissed her in the locker room, it was like, oh yeah, he. It's like he waited for that scene. He knew that scene was coming. That nigga doctored this shit up and all that.
He played it.
So
he had daydreams of them getting busy.
Boom.
right. So my man had the ultimate heartbreak. But so overall, it was a cool angle to watch at the time because what I mean, that's WWE was doing a lot of shit like that. So it was what it was. I enjoyed it. Moving on.
Okay. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in WWE was getting busy. Yeah, that was a good little say right there. I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? And then next, right? I ain't gonna lie, this next match, man, when Evolution came out, man, just hearing their theme song just gave me goosebumps. You know what I'm saying? And they went up against the Rock and Sock Connection. You know what I mean? If you don't know who that is, you ain't a real wrestling fan. I'm sorry to tell you, man. You know what I mean? But they got the win. Evolution got the win. And I tell you what, man, I got a kick out of seeing Rick and Rock doing each other's taunts. Man, that shit was hilarious. But that of course was after the intro. I literally turned my TV up on that intro. And Max, I'm gonna get your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? You be in the studio. What did you think about, seeing Evolution come out and the Rock and Sock Connection come get back together? What was your thoughts on the match?
Oh man, now this was one of my favorite moments of the night right here. You know what I mean? First you had the interview backstage before the match even started. You know what I mean? They
Mm-hmm.
started interviewing Foley, then the Rock comes and takes over how he do. You know what I mean? Hyped everybody up, got us all ready for this big event that was about to go down. So that was dope as hell. And this was what Mick Foley's first match in 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
So it was good to see him back in ring.
He came back home as the Rock.
Right. You know what I mean? And then how he actually included him at the end this time. You know what I mean? Before he hit the little end of his cadence or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because, when they was the Rock and Sock back in the day, you know what I mean? Rock used to still try and talk shit to him and fuck with him and all that, but they were still cool. So, but to see him actually take it serious this time, it was like, all right, that was a first. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yeah, he was ready for this. But the match, great match. You know what I mean? It was a 3-on-2. So you already knew, of course, Evolution gonna get the win. I mean, you got Ric Flair, Randy Orton, and Batista going against The Rock and Mick Foley. So I already knew that was gonna happen, but it was still great to see. You know what I'm saying? And due to this night, you know what I mean, it was also Mick Foley's son's first birthday. You know what I mean? That would have been cool if he could have got the, the win for little kid, but I'm sure he was still proud of his day. You know what I mean? They got the applause at the end and all that. So it was what it was. But man, like you said too, how Rock and Ric Flair was going back and forth with each other's little shit.
That was hilarious,
It had
man.
me rolling too. The Rock hit the little Ric Flair strut a couple of times, like, hey, dog. And then
when
the Rock,
Flair
Flair
tried to do
hit
the
elbow
people's
and
elbow,
shit.
he started doing the little strut. Hey, I was so weak. He started doing the little strut.
I
Woo,
was-
woo, 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 woo.
Uh-huh.
Woo, woo, woo.
But nah, it was definitely an entertaining match for me, man. I enjoyed every moment of that one for real. I can't say nothing bad about that moment.
Okay. Hollywood, Mike T, Diamond Steady Gold Corner. What you think about the Evolution and Rock and Sock Connection match?
Hey man, Marshall, man, you're a great addition to this show, man. Let me let you know, we've been friends for years. Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, you might need to speak up a little bit.
Okay, y'all can hear me. So let me speak up a little bit. But y'all, like I said, man, Marshall, man, you're a great addition to the show, man, because you took the words out of my mouth. What was cool, was
I appreciate that.
What was cool? I mean, I said Maxx, not you. Fuck you.
No.
I thought you said Marshall too,
Whole
dog.
time I thought he said Marshall too. I was like, wait, whoa.
I did say Marshall, but I meant Maxx. Marshall's already been here, so fuck him.
Oh well, appreciate you,
fucker.
my brother.
One thing you didn't point out, which was so cool, and I wanted to say this about Mick Foley, man. Mick, man, from the looks wise, I never got it looks wise, but in the ring, the man he's just amazing.
Oh, he's a legend.
He's one of the best ever. I have to put that out there. He's one of the best ever to do it because, man, he sells the look. He sells everything about him. It was great. But the one thing that you didn't say was when Rock was doing his promo, if you look at Mick Foley's mouth, he's mouthing all the words.
Mm-hmm. He's doing the Will Smith.
All the words. It was like watching Mick Foley was like one of us getting a chance to wrestle. You know what I'm saying? So that's always cool. Moving on to the match, though, I'll say this much. Rest in peace, Lemmy. Evolution is a mystery.
I thought you gonna hit it, baby.
Listen. The right
punk
people
ass.
went over. The right people went over. It was great. It was great to see The Rock come back and then put people over. It was great to see that. He put Evolution over. I mean, of course, we all wanted to see, like when you think about it, you all want to see Mick Foley win because he was coming home, first match in 4 years. Great story. Had his son that was his son's birthday. Great story. But in the context of wrestling, they put those guys over. And it was great to see Evolution pick up the win. You guys have said everything I need to say about Ric Flair, so I won't repeat it. But damn it, Ric Flair, thank you. That was one of the most entertaining things I've ever seen in wrestling ever. Man, Ric Flair, dog. Oh man, he wasn't racist. You'd be on my list, but yeah.
Oh shit!
Shit! It was dope, man. It was dope to see. It was a great watch, man. Great match.
Cool. Quavo, blue corner. What you think?
Oh yeah, man. It's gonna sound like an echo chamber because this is one of those matches, bro. You got, man. It's not just the tag teams that are there. It's just each individual in that match did exactly what they were supposed to, bro. And it was beautiful. And it's one of those things where you're like, this is one of those things that doesn't need a main event hype, but still gives you main event quality. And that's just because of the people on the card. And yeah, man, it was hilarious. I love Every time I see it, it's like, yeah, when Rock taunts Rick, and then Rick talks Rock. Like,
It was great.
this is
That's
the kind of shit that you
definitely
would
a
see on the video
WrestleMania
games.
caliber match. Definitely a WrestleMania caliber match.
Ric
Hell
Flair
yeah.
should have been an actor. I'm gonna say that.
Oh,
Yeah.
he would have been a great
Nah,
actor.
definitely. He would have
Because
killed
Been a
that.
great actor,
man,
bro.
Lord have mercy. When
Maybe in a Spanish telenovela, he would have been great in Telemundo.
bro, when he was about to do that people's elbow, I swear, in my mind, I felt like he really wanted to do that shit so bad.
Yeah.
Like you could just see it oozing off of him, bro. Like he was so ready to do. He was like, ooh, 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 damn, yeah, I'm about to hit this.
Right. Especially after this Bama hit my strut.
Right. Oh
Hell yeah.
man.
But
That was
yeah,
good.
there's so many like little good moments that you don't see. That this is one of those matches that has so much greatness compressed into it that you're like, damn, like I didn't even know Foley was gonna jump off the apron and land on fucking Rick while he's on the fucking mat. Like, damn, bro.
Flair
Like
was
this,
mad as shit.
I was like, yeah, I was like, bro, you just took that beat ass fucking bump, and then you got big ass Foley landing on you from. Nah, I was like, yo, give it to Rick, bro. But I think my favorite part in this match was that mandible claw and Batista.
Mhm.
I was like, bro, bro, look, bro, I will never let a mandible claw come near me. Fuck no.
Oh man.
You get the
Had that
boot.
sock down
You
there.
get the Sheamus. You get the bro kick from me or Claymore, whichever one, bro. But you bring that hand around me, bro. Keep that sock in your pants.
Yeah, you getting that clothesline from hell from me, boy. Oh man. All right, so moving it on. This was a great part for me. You know what I mean? You had Mean Gene come out introducing the 2004 class of Hall of Fame. And man, this joint was star-studded. It took me back. So these are the names that was and are the 2004 class Hall of Fame. All right. You have Bobby the Brain Heenan, Tito Santana, Big John Studd, rest in peace, who was represented by his son, Harley Race, Pete Rose, who was the first celebrity inducted into the Hall of Fame,
Ain't that a
Don
bitch?
Morocco.
Ain't that a bitch?
Huh?
Ain't that a bitch that he can get inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, but not the baseball one?
Right? Right? Facts. You had Don Morocco, Greg the Hammer Valentine, one of my favorites. My man, JYD, the Junkyard Dog, who was represented by his daughter, Superstar Billy Graham, Sergeant Slaughter, and last but not least, Jesse the Body Ventura. So, Quavo, what did you think about the Hall of Famers, man? Did it give you chills, man? Like seeing all them legends out there?
You know, some of them did, some of them didn't. Like Pete Rose. I can do without Pete Rose being on there. But
What?
also I could do
I don't
without
know.
him,
He
bro.
took
But that's just me,
tombstones like
bro.
a mud, man. He was a big part of WWE, bro.
That's
But
just
go ahead.
me. Hey,
Okay.
let me be me, bro. Let me be
Okay.
me.
Hey,
But
opinions like
but
assholes.
it's just
Everybody got one.
certain assholes I don't like, bro. Certain some that I do,
My
some that I don't, bro.
hole! My hole!
Those asshole I like. That's the asshole I do like. But anyways,
He
yeah.
said, "Give me that asshole."
But let's giggity. Anyways, no, this lineup was actually, it was decent to see. There's a lot of stars there, bro. And seeing all the people that paved the way, and then getting that nostalgic feeling too, like Slaughter, bro. Like seeing that, I was like, all right. Like, it took me back to those days when I first saw the shit, and I was like, oh damn, like, yeah, like a lot of people up there, bro. It's just it kind of it pulls at your heart, bro. It does. It has a habit. But yeah, it was dope to watch. I liked it.
Okay. Okay. Mike T, what you think about the 2004 Hall of Fame class?
Man, I'm gonna keep it brief and I'm gonna keep it funky. There was a topic on one of these little groups, Facebook groups, about whose career would you erase, Bobby Heenan or Paul Heyman? And everyone knows I'm a Paul Heyman fan, but they know damn well I'm a Bobby Heenan fan. So seeing my man Bobby up there, that was always a great thing. He is one of the best mouthpieces in wrestling history, period.
Right.
There would be no Paul Heyman if it wasn't for Bobby Heenan. Before there was a Dangerous Alliance, there was the
Mm-hmm.
Heenan family. one dude said in the little group, I don't remember none of these names, but next week I'm gonna make sure I get these names so I can put them in the show. But this fool said, this fool gonna say, all of Brock Lesnar's people obtained more success. I'm like, wait, you mean Brock? You mean Brock?
Lesnar.
That's the only one you're talking about, because if you're talking about CM Punk was the champ when Paul Heyman came back.
Right.
So, whatever. But it was great to see. You know what? I'm gonna throw a little shot at Jose. You know why Jose wasn't? It wasn't a nostalgic feeling for Jose, because he didn't watch a damn match. He didn't know nothing. He didn't know half them people up there. He didn't know half the people up there. So for me, for us, for the BOD and myself, first of all, seeing, and this is, I'm kind of mad at you, Quavo, because even though you might not never seen him wrestle, the fact that you did not mention this guy, and I'm gonna shut up after this, to see Jesse the Body Ventura in a WWE event at that time was something we never thought we would see. This is before we thought we would ever see Warrior back. This is before we ever thought, we had seen Hogan back. So I'm gonna say this to Vince: you let Jesse Ventura back. Go get CM Punk.
Yeah. We want our ice cream bars. Mad Max, what did you think about the 2004 Hall of Fame?
Oh man, this is one of the good ones, man. Out of all the Hall of Fames they've had, this is one of the ones that I could definitely salute, because, like I said, definitely had a lot of names on there that definitely deserve to be there. Like I said, my man, Superstar Billy Graham, Mr. Sergeant Slaughter himself. You know what I mean? Listen up, you pew.
You
Like,
maggot.
you know what I'm saying? Like, that was like, God, man, I ain't no fake. You know what I'm saying? El Salvador, Tito Santana.
Right.
You know what I mean? King Harley Race. You know what I mean? Jesse Ventura, like you said.
Jesse the Body Ventura.
Like,
get it
dog,
right. You got to say the whole
he's
thing
one of
like
the,
a pimp named
Jesse
Slickback.
the Body Ventura. You know what I mean? Like, one of the greatest mouthpieces on commentary ever for me, dog. You know what I mean? And as well as his in-ring history, you know what I mean? But I know him more as a kid from his commentary days. But, you know what I mean? I've seen his, in-ring abilities, and yeah, he's definitely, Bobby the Brain Heenan. Come on. I agree with what Mike said about whoever was said what in that group. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that post, but yeah, Mike hit it on the point, man. There would be no Paul Heyman without Bobby Heenan. Bobby Heenan was that dude back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Heenan family, yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? You got my man Greg the Hammer, Don Morocco, Big John Studd, like you said, R.I.P. Pete Rose. The only reason why I'll accept Pete Rose into this class, into this wing or whatever, is because, dog, this nigga done took so many fucking choke slams and tombstones from Kane. And it's ridiculous, bro. You survived that many, bro. You deserve to be there, bro. You earned your spot just off that alone. Otherwise, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, my man JYD, young R.I.P., bro. You know what I mean? He was represented by his daughter, Latoya Ritter. So that was cool to see. But Junkyard Dog was an animal back in the day, man. He was one of my favorites growing up as a young kid. You know what I mean? I was like 4 or 5, starting to watch wrestling and shit like that. I remember seeing him get it in. So that's what's up. Definitely a great Hall of Fame class, man. Salute.
I definitely agree. Definitely agree. One of the best. Another part that gave me, what I'm saying, goosebumps. So definitely salute to the class of 2004, and rest in peace to Big John Studd, Junkyard Dog, and everybody else, man. Man, that was crazy. So next we had, and I was shocked, what I'm saying, with the rumors, but we'll get into that probably, later on down the line. But I watched this on Peacock, and so I was shocked they still kept the Playboy evening gown match in there, So you had Sable and Terry Wilson versus Miss Jackie, not Miss Jacqueline, but Miss Jackie, all right, and Stacy Keibler. And this joint was weird, and it was like, okay, and it was like, back in the day, hey, puppies. But this was definitely the first ever Playboy evening gown match. This was when the wrestlers was getting the Playboy and everything like that. Started all, Sable came out and was like, shit, I'm taking my gown off now. And I know Quavo loved it. No, Maxx loved it. I'm pretty sure Mike T loved it. I don't know if he's gonna tell us or not, but we're gonna get their thoughts. All right. So going around first. Start off. Down the corner. Mike T. What did you think about the Playboy evening gown match?
As an adult watching this, man, I'm just gonna yield my time to Quavo because Quavo deserves it more than me. Because Quavo, I'm gonna say like I'm gonna give it to Quavo because listen, as much as we kill Quavo on this show, Quavo's takes, especially on this type of stuff, is way better than mine. And I'm a good man. Quavo, go ahead and take my time, bro. I don't have nothing to say.
Oh shit. Hey,
look,
Quavo,
this shout out. Let's do this little shout out to Pipe Bomb and Flair Country. We try to tell y'all he don't like mayo and fries. He just don't like it, bro. Y'all try to blame my man on this shit. Try to set him up last time, bro.
Hey Quavo, I never looked at it from that perspective, bro, until you just said something. Were there any black women in this match?
Not a one.
And that's why I said Miss Jackie. Not
oh no, we skipping this shit. We skipping this shit.
when they said Miss Jackie, I'm thinking I'm gonna see my boobs, and I saw who came out. I was like, oh boo. I was like, boo.
Yeah, that shit definitely caught me off guard like shit too.
Oh man, so
like mayo on French fries, bro. You're like, what the fuck?
Are we skipping this match? Because I was like, boo.
Look, I'll add one good piece to it. Tori Wilson's flying crossbody. That's it. That's it.
Mad Max, you want to add anything to this, or are you yielding your time?
I mean, I'm good for the most part. You know what I'm saying? This
come on, people. Sham, do it for the people, bro. Come on, man.
All right, I'll say this.
No, don't do it for the people. People don't want to hear this shit.
Look, I'll make this real quick. This ain't nothing that we haven't seen before, and we've seen way better bikini matches and all. It was supposed to be an evening gown match, and it turned into a whole bra and panty match or whatever.
Sable.
Right. It's like Tori was, to me the best looking thing, but I'll leave it at that. Stacey Cleveland and her legs, yeah, of course, that gets a giggity. But moving on.
let me throw one more thing in, Marshall, before you move on. Okay, so for those people that aren't as all you poor people out there that aren't as privileged as myself, all you poor, fat, ugly, stupid people out there.
Rick Rude.
Rick Rude on it, right?
I love y'all, but if you have a next gen system, you'll appreciate this. If you on the Xbox, I don't know about PS5, but if you're on the Xbox X and you are watching something or you're playing a game, in the past, if you stop playing the game, if you're playing the game and then you went to another app, it stops the game. And the game, you have to reset it again and all that stuff. But on the Xbox X series, you're able to play the game and whatever you were watching or vice versa, it keeps going. So I started playing 2K, and by the time my game was over, this piece of shit was over. So I was good to go.
Plug Xbox.
This whole match, yeah. So I like boo. When I see that Jimmy's Jackie come out, yeah, I was like, oh, okay, boo. All right, so moving on. We had the cruiserweight gauntlet. All right, we had some action.
You can skip this shit too.
Skip this shit. Everybody skipping this shit.
I'm not. Yeah, we can't skip it, but still, this shit, you might as goddamn going well.
You can yield your time, then I'll get the other guys' thoughts. So we had the champ, Chavo Guerrero Jr., who came out. I think he came out with his father, I believe, and it was versus Nucio. If y'all remember Nucio from the FBI, versus Jamie Noble, versus Tajiri, versus Funaki, versus Shannon Moore, versus Ultimo Dragon, versus Billy Kidman, who came out looking like he hit the gym like shit, versus Rey Mysterio, who came out in his Flash outfit. I can't even stunt. I did fuck with that Flash outfit. And one spot I did like in this match was Billy Kidman doing a shooting star press off the rope to the outside.
Did you say Billy Kidman?
Yeah, Billy Kidman.
That's a trigger word.
Oh shit, that's a trigger word for you.
Not for
BK?
me.
BK?
Oh.
Okay,
Not for
should we
me.
call him BK now?
Oh, we're gonna find out then. Let's find out, man.
There's somebody.
Burger King Jr.
So this is what we're gonna do then. So we're gonna do. Let me look at my list, and I'm gonna get your since you may have the shortest. Let me get your thoughts on this match first. You yielded your time last time. So
All right, I'm
let
gonna
me
yield
get
my
your thoughts.
time this time too. All I'm gonna say is, it was good to see everyone in their flashy WrestleMania outfits. Ultimo Dragon Kane. Ultimo Dragon Kane. That wasn't the same Ultimo Dragon. I don't care what nobody tells me. They just put
Yeah,
somebody
right.
in the suit like they do Sin Cara.
You're right.
That was not the regular Ultimo Dragon. That man moved like a heavyweight. The regular Ultimo Dragon moved like I don't know what. That wasn't Ultimo Dragon. Again, it was good to see Ray and because he always does it up for WrestleMania, so that's pretty cool. Other than that, man. Oh, Billy Kidman. Did you say Juventud?
No, Chavo.
You said Chop. So Juventud wasn't in the match.
No.
Okay.
Nah.
Just making sure.
You yield your time?
Yep.
You yield this time. All right. Mad Max, what you think about this cruiserweight gauntlet?
I mean,
That didn't have Juventud Guerrero in it.
and I was just about to say, I know why Mike said what he said. Fuck you for that too. It's all right. God damn it, that's twice you paid for me today, sucker. I got something for you. But nah, I'm actually gonna give, I'm saying, Billy Kidman his credit on this one because like you said, the best thing I saw in this whole shit was that 450. Now, I did like that movie. Like you said, that nigga did come out there looking like he gained like a whole 20 pounds of muscle or some shit. Like they done took a couple shots for that match, got some bang juice in them. Because I don't never remember seeing Cuz that swole, dog.
Right.
Like
Is he
damn.
a
Like, nigga,
cruiserweight?
I was just about to say, are you even still a cruiserweight no more, nigga? You should be going for the heavyweight title right about now.
Are you still Asian? Because that dude didn't look Asian.
Who? Sure the fuck did.
I said, was he still Asian? Because remember, Ultimo Dragon was Asian.
Oh man,
that dude didn't look like no Asian.
Look, you know how these characters be switching up over the years. They say it's this same person, but it'd be a whole nother nigga under that mask goatee. But overall, yeah,
Except for Rey Mysterio, that Bama can't hide it. He is Rey Mysterio.
Oh yeah, nah, Ray's been Ray. Yeah, that's definitely right. Because that whole Flash thing, like, it was alright, it was cool. You know what I mean? I give props to that. I'm with the whole Marvel DC universe whole thing like that. So that was cool to see. But the match itself wasn't that exciting for real. Bunch of cruiserweights, niggas got eliminated quick as fuck. You know what I mean? Jamie, I think, got 3 niggas out the way his damn self or something before he finally took an L to Kidman. But other than that, yeah, wasn't too exciting. Chavo kept the belt. Like, out of all them cruiserweights, you still managed to keep your belt. But then you had outside help. Like, one of the Bammers that was supposed to be in the fucking match, Akio, Tajiri man or whatever, he was like helping Chavo, you know what I'm saying? Like, like interfering in the matches type shit. So that was whack to me. I'm like, I thought it was Ray Man for themselves. But whatever. Moving on.
But Juventud was not in the match, correct?
No, he wasn't. And fuck you again. Chair shot when I see you, man.
Oh shit, Quavo, what you think about this match?
Quavo. All right, yo, yeah, this.
Remember, Juventud wasn't in it.
He done broke out the tables.
Get the tables, bro. This was like, I think for me, it's hard to watch this shit again. Just because X Division kind of raised the bar of what you expect out of a fast-paced match, especially with all these cruiserweights around. Like, it looks like it's a lumberjack match in this, but it's like this is all the cruiserweights we have. So everybody line up. Since we couldn't have a lumberjack match, we're just gonna do eliminations. Everybody hop in whenever it's your turn. And I'll tell you this much though, the storytelling at the end for Chavo stealing that belt and coming out with the win. I did like that because, Ray, I don't know they just set my man up, bro. Why you look like like you look like a Baby Gap version of Flash. Okay. And when they messed up the lightning bolt and they put a messed up version of Pollo Campero, like the logo, they wanted to put the logo for Puerto Rico on there, but it couldn't fit. So they just just put the head of the the bird on there. Let's see
Bro,
if
you
it'll
know
pop.
Vince ain't paying no damn Marvel. I mean, no DC Comics.
We was
No,
the
that's
witch
why.
version.
Why would you
I-
bother putting the little the lightning bolts on the side, but you ain't gonna put like, bro? Fuck
Bro,
that
I was
shit, bro.
going to say that earlier, but I knew you was. I read your mind, bro. I knew you was going to say that because I was thinking the same thing. But then I thought about it. I said, Vince ain't paying no damn DC Comics for that.
But that he went wrong though. Why you
At
gonna
all.
give him a chicken though? Gonna put a chicken at the end though? Come on, dog. Fucking Vince, dog. But anyways, it was that there are little things in there that made it funny and enjoyable. Tajiri spraying his boy, fucking up because Tajiri stay spraying people. But all in all, like it was a good filler. It was a good filler, but it wasn't something that I was like pressed about. I was like, yeah, I could have definitely played a round of like WWE 2K21
I
on the
definitely played.
PS5.
Well, I was playing NBA 2K21 when this match was going on too. I
Shout
was
out
in
to
the
Tone
park.
Cash.
I was in the
Shout
park.
out.
I was shooting at the park.
Oh shit. Well, if that's the case on how y'all thought about this match, then the next match ain't gonna be no fucking better. Because we had the Brock versus Goldberg match with Stone Cold as the special guest referee. And I mean, this motherfucking match had every negative chant that is known to the wrestling community. You sold out. This match sucks. Goodbye. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. Yeah, all that. Then they took it off the wrestlers and put it on Austin. Austin. And Austin wasn't even wrestling. So this match, oh my, I can't wait to hear what the guys got to say about this one. Everybody load up your pistols, load them up. Let's see who gets first crack at this one.
Me.
Oh, he's
Go to him
turning
first,
in the
please, bro.
briefcase. He's
Let
turning.
me try
Hollywood
to be
Mike T
nice
is
today.
turning in his money in the bank briefcase to go
Yes.
first. What you got, Hollywood T, for this fucking match here?
So before I start, I would like to ask my friends. You guys are my friends
Friend.
and family. Friends and family.
Okay.
You know, yeah. But I like to ask Jose, can I have your
Sure.
time, please?
Hell yeah.
Okay. I know Max is not gonna give me his time, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Can I have your
Oh
time,
I'll
man,
sir?
leave your shit on
I'll give you half of it.
Okay. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna do something different. Okay. So right now I'm Hollywood
Okay.
Mike T. You know, all you
Oh, are you gonna
fat,
give us all
lazy
the face
people out there that's listening.
Shit.
But soon I switched to the love guru. Lord have mercy. And man, this match was it was a stinker. Mr. Bumberclot, this match was Bumberclot, stupid bumble, waste my dumb blood clot time. I did that on purpose. You know why, people? Because I just did 3 different people that was way more entertaining than this match. Vince McMahon. I ain't gonna talk to Brock Lesnar. I ain't gonna talk to Goldberg. I'm gonna give my time. I really didn't need their time. I'm gonna give my time to these guys. But Vince McMahon, listen, I said it earlier in the show. You had Jesse the Body Ventura on this show. You had Brock Lesnar on this show. You had Goldberg on this show. You had Stone Cold on this show. All people that have told you at some point, kiss my ass, Vince. Whatever you have to pay CM Punk, please pay him. Because this don't make no damn sense. Goldberg and Brock Lesnar should have been banned from the WWE for life.
After this shit.
They did this on purpose, bro. That was not, there's no way that Vince McMahon signed off on this match. At all. And that's probably why it took so long for us to see Goldberg back in the WWE ring. Brock, a little differently, because we all knew Brock was the future of wrestling. Anyway, but with Goldberg, I can tell that that's part of the reason why he was gone for so long, because, man, there is they shouldn't even had a match. Mm-hmm. You wasted a lot of people's time that could have been on this show. Hurricane Helms wasn't on this show. If I remember correctly. It was other people that you could have put on this show that you could have gave spotlights to. I'm trying to think of some other people that was in the WWE during that time period. But y'all get the point what I'm saying. I would have rather seen Shane McMahon fight a broom than this match. This match was bad. And the thing was, it had its high spots, like when Goldberg caught him with the spear in the air, when he threw him up in the air and he caught him, the crowd kind of got in that. But this also is when wrestling changed as far as the internet, because we all knew that Brock was leaving. And before then, we wouldn't have had no clue before the internet that Brock was leaving. We would have never known that Brock was leaving. This match wouldn't have been treated as such. So, man, this was a bad match. This match should have been on what's one of them in your house
Sunday
breakthrough.
night.
In your house breakthrough or something, or Velocity, or one of them type of WWE shows. Like this match, it pissed me off. It pissed me off back in the day. It pissed me off because we had to watch it for this show, and I was just like, man, I couldn't play 2K during this show, but I was able to get some GTA in. So yeah, man. If you need my gamer tag, it's Mike T304. It's very easy. Brock Lesnar. Yeah, Brock Lesnar and Goldberg. Screw you for this match. I don't care what you've done after. Matter of fact, Brock, you shouldn't have beat the streak after this match.
It should have with the CM Punk.
You realize 10 years ago from this match, this was the match that Brock Lesnar was in, and then 10 years later, we talked about it last week. He broke the streak. Vince, this was bullshit. Pay CM Punk whatever you want to. That man wants, man. Because there's no way that just pay him. Y'all go ahead, man. This was some bullshit.
Just pay him, bro.
Quavo, what was your thoughts on this match?
Oh no, I yielded my time. I feel exactly the same
Mad
way,
Max.
man. Fuck out of here.
He said that match, Brock and Goldberg with that match. Get the fuck out my crib before you get killed. What he said? Just stand. Mad Max, what was your thoughts on this?
Man, it's like
of a match?
I'm gonna agree with Mike when he said they could have definitely gave this time to some other people that deserved it. But this whole shit was whack. The build up to it, the build up the weeks, leading up to the match, you know what I'm saying, was more decent to watch than this shit.
Man, what?
Like the weeks leading up to it, like how, you know what I'm saying, Eddie originally beat Brock for the belt, you know what I'm saying? But Goldberg interfered in that whole shit. And I guess, they went back and forth, and then Stone Cold attacking Brock Lesnar and the whole shit, how he became the referee. Like, that shit was better to watch than this fucking match. So it's like, look, and I also noticed that they definitely did Goldberg dirty as far as his interest in this match too, because they did
both of them dirty.
They
did both of them dirty. Because Brock didn't have no pyro coming out.
Nah, he didn't have pyro back then. He had pyro when he jumped on the ring back then. He didn't have the
right.
He didn't have the drink when he did his arms.
He had the
AEW
floating ring pyro,
and then they would blow up and shit.
Right?
But did that even happen then?
Yeah, it happened.
Yeah,
it happened then. Okay, but as far as Goldberg shit, dog, it was the weakest. That was almost with some sparklers like we saw a couple weeks ago on that whack ass pay per view. Like WCW gave my man the way that the sparks when he came out. You saw the smoke coming out my man's mouth at least.
Well, I think it's the view that they showed us.
Nah, them sparklers.
Nah, usually when they do like a straight
he had
view
way
like that, you
better
can't
shit
than
that, bro.
What I'm saying
is better shit.
What I'm saying is that I think it was because if you go on YouTube, because I looked it up. If you go on YouTube, the pyro is the same. They just spread it apart more because the stage was wider. So it was the same.
All right, probably so, but it still made it look. It made it look weird.
They should have bought some WrestleMania pyro.
It didn't really, give him that whole effect like how he used to get. You know what I mean? But besides that, the whole shit was just whack, man. It took the fucking match forever to start, dog. Like literally forever. These motherfuckers stared at each other for like 5 minutes in the ring at least, literally. Before they even started the whole lockup shit. It's for like another 10 minutes.
Like, are they about to fight Austin too, bro? Y'all keep looking at him
right,
like he's the ref, bro.
Like the crowd, like y'all said, the crowd killed him, bro. Like every chant was like,
Mhm.
"Dog, get the fuck out of here."
They definitely
you
edited that. They definitely edited that audio.
Had
Oh,
to,
But I
yeah.
remember
had to.
that. I remember the crowd cursing.
Yeah, this match suck. Fuck you guys.
I heard all that.
Like the
Yeah, I heard
whole
all that.
crowd.
This match
Yeah.
suck,
So
all that
that
shit.
Peacock
Yeah,
definitely got
you
their hands
sold
on that.
out,
WWE
all that
definitely got their
wild
hands on
shit.
that.
Because
Trimming.
they were saying that was when Brock was supposed to be going supposedly to the NFL, back to football or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Facts, facts.
and that's why they, was chanting that shit. But
And Jim
yeah, that
Ross
whole shit
said,
was a waste of time, man.
Jim Ross said, these people expect these two monsters to kill each other. Yes, yes.
Yeah,
yes,
that's what they
Jim.
paid their
Yes,
money
we
Yes,
do.
for.
Jim.
I want it. The way y'all
Exactly.
hype this shit up every week. That's exactly what the fuck I want. That's why.
Right.
And then, not to mention, hold up, back then, that's when y'all was charging motherfuckers like $80 to watch this shit on pay-per-view, damn near
Pay-per-view.
$100.
But what I will
So
say,
y'all
in
better
fairness,
give me what the fuck I paid for, dog, and not this bullshit.
what I will say, and Vince, you're not that smart because I know that you did not think this would happen 15 years later, or 20, almost 20 years later. But this set up that Survivor Series match when Brock went against Goldberg and he beat him quickly. Remember that?
Mhm.
Yeah.
This match set that up. Vince, you didn't know this match was going to set that up. So I know for a fact, Vince, that you did not know this was the match they was going to put out there. You probably went to Paul, and Paul wasn't there at the time, but you probably went to Brock, Goldberg, and Stone Cold, and they probably all told you, yeah, the match is already laid out, and this is what they gave you. This was horrible.
Mhm.
Yeah, this was some of the. There's like for the hype that was built around this match, it was definitely like top 5 wackest ever, bro.
Mhm.
This match
And
sucked worse than fucking Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan, and I actually like that match.
Shit,
Still,
that match make this match look like the best match in the world. I mean, the
that's
Hogan
what
match.
I'm saying.
match of the decade.
That's what I'm saying.
He about to give it an S rank.
But that Hogan and Ultimate Warrior match was a good match. This match was.
I mean, overall, like it wasn't bad, nah.
that
But
match was
most people like will sit there and say, "Oh, that shit was horrible." Like kind of compare it to this one. You know what I'm saying? Because both of them were like sucky ass wrestlers. They didn't have no skills. They had a certain set of moves that you saw every day. Like they didn't have no technical wrestling skill like that. But I'm with you on this one. Like that one was one of the better matches. But for them two, I would compare it to this because those were like two icons that were supposed to goddamn, you expected a fucking bloodbath type
King
shit.
Kong
You know,
I
versus
wouldn't
Godzilla.
even I wouldn't even disrespect Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan and put this match nowhere near that match.
Nah, personally,
Nah.
I wouldn't either. But listening to what I've heard and what I read, everybody else out there seems to do so.
Well, give me some names.
That's something we'll say
They
for
don't know
another
what they
day.
talking about.
But
No, give me some names.
nah, because like I said, I don't agree with them people out there. I'm talking about like just people in general in the world out there.
No.
The wrestling community.
I'm asking you for a reason, just to set something up. So, what? You know any names? You don't know no names?
I mean, not off the top of my head now, but I just know what I've been reading over the years,
Okay.
and this is like, wow.
So
That's one of the reasons why, like I said, that's another reason why I say we'll talk about it later because I do have a lot of points on that.
So all you
and it'll take too much time
Hold
right
up,
now.
Matt.
So for all you stupid, dumb people out there that say that match between the Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan in any way compares to this that we watched, please stop watching wrestling. No, matter of fact, keep watching wrestling. Stop commenting on wrestling. Please.
There you go. That's better.
Yeah,
That's better.
'cause it
Keep
hurts
Keep
me to
watching.
read shit
Quavo
like
said
that.
watch a match, but definitely stop commenting. We don't want to see that shit.
That's
We don't
what
wanna
I'm
see that
saying.
shit. And we
Nobody
covered.
watching no damn matches unless it's TNA.
Right. And we
Or
going
Impact.
don't worry, people. We gonna get into this topic more. Like that topic is actually coming up. So y'all stay on the lookout, man, because
Man, don't be giving
Yeah.
out spoil. That's my job. Stay
See
in
how
your
you
lane,
did
man.
that though? See how you did that? How you gave out a see how you did that though? How you set that up? Vince McMahon did not set up this Brock Lesnar.
like, nah, look, some just a little slight how would Paul Heyman say it? It's not a prediction. You know what I'm saying? It's just a little spoiler.
Stop
But
giving away
stay
spoilers.
tuned.
Stop giving away spoilers. So moving on to the next match, which I mean, it was I kind of was dozing off because that last jump was like some bullshit. But we had a sudden fatal 4-way tag match where we had the greatest tag team versus Rikishi and Scotty 2 Hotty, who were the tag champs at the time, versus the APA versus the Basham Brothers. All right. So Quavo, What did you think about this match, man? Did you enjoy seeing Rikishi and Scotty 2 Hotty come out there and do their thing, man?
I'll be trying to do their song, you know. That I need a little wow in the background, you know. That's my shit. Hey, so since I yielded my time on the last segment, let me give that one fact that was good about the last match. The stunners and the beers. That's it. All right.
The end.
Moving on. This next match. Too cool. One thing I hate about Rikishi, but I also love about Rikishi. Stop giving people stink faces, bro. But
We've been
but
fighting about it.
but at the same time, you see it, bro. Like as a tag team, you could put Rikishi in, and my man does work. My man does work. So I definitely want to tag somebody else in because I'm still looking for all the notes that I had on this. But yeah, hand this over to somebody.
All right, Mad Max, what was your thoughts on this sudden fatal 4-way tag match?
Man. Besides the APA, I really didn't care too much about it, honestly. I mean, the Basham brothers, you got Hoss and Benjamin. Now, Hoss and Benjamin, they were a cool tag team back
Greatest
then.
tag
You know,
team, yeah, I fucked with
right,
them.
the greatest tag team. You know, they was what
Mhm.
Kurt Angle's cronies still at that
Yeah,
time.
his prodigies. Well, he was their prodigies when they came out. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. So they was you knew they was gonna be on the rise because they had mad potential. Scotty 2 Hotty and Rikishi. At that point, I was kind of getting bored watching them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, it was cool for a couple years, but at this point, you know, they kind of got watered down to me and just got stale. But they were the champs. They were the champs and they did retain. So, you know what I mean? You still gotta give them some credit for that. But I always enjoy seeing the APA, man. When goddamn
APA,
Bradshaw
baby.
give them niggas that goddamn clothesline from hell.
Hey, that's my
Woo!
move right there.
That was one of the greatest things to always see for me every week when I watch wrestling. It was like, all right, you got to give me one this week, dog. I got to
Right.
see it. So,
We're gonna get
besides
that
that,
head taken off.
exactly. So, besides that, I mean, like you said, it's a fatal 4-way, tag match. That's cool. It's always decent to see those, but I could have at least saw some better tag teams in it for me.
Okay. Hollywood, what you think about this 4-way?
Everything they said, man, I agree with. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, so let me say this much: the names of this match, this match, were bigger than the actual match. I mean, I guess you can say. I mean, it wasn't no really expectations to it. They didn't really give them that much time, so they got in what they had to get in. But it was great to see APA. Great to see Rikishi. I'm with Maxx though. At that point in time, it was boring to watch Rikishi. So I mean, it was what it was. Great to see Sheldon Benjamin and Charlie Haas. Man, they're one of my favorite tag. Well, what favorite is a strong word to use, but they're one of they're one of the tag teams that I like that I did
Yeah,
like.
they were one of the better tag teams to watch every week.
I will say that at this point in time, this was the best roster WWE probably had, because this is still coming off the heels of them buying WCW. So they had a lot of talent, but this match, I mean, I guess it served its purpose, I guess it served its purpose.
And then I will add real quick, this was the second fatal 4-way match that they had it that night too. So like the fact that you got to divide all the tag teams between Raw and SmackDown, it's like, this is what y'all got. But all right, so the second one
took that damn Brock Lesnar and Goldberg match and then gave some of that damn time to these damn
Right.
yeah, they could have definitely did that, made it more interesting.
And that stupid bra and panties match.
Right. That could have been an extra 10 minutes right there added to that match.
And a damn stupid cruiserweight match.
Shit, we talk about like a whole hour worth of time now.
And Coach trying to find Undertaker.
Another 20 minutes.
Right,
Cut the check.
Damn, this is almost down to the size of a Marvel
and again,
movie.
Y'all charge people $100 for this.
And we
WrestleMania.
still don't have our
WWE.
ice cream bars. Cut the
What
You know
check.
what
y'all
I'm
doing,
saying?
man?
We
What
won
y'all
our ice cream bar.
doing?
Cut the check. All right. So after that, y'all, we had Jesse the Body Ventura going out and interviewing Donald Trump. Lord have mercy. Then we had, and this was kind of entertaining. And the next match was Molly Holly, you know what I'm saying, Hall of Famer versus Victoria. You know what I'm saying? Women's championship match. And this was the match that if Molly lost, she would have got her head shaved. And guess what? She lost and got that head shaved. So going around and seeing what everybody thought about this match, because I'm pretty sure everybody didn't care too much to see Trump out there. So starting with Maxx, what do you think about the Molly Holly Victoria match?
I mean, it had Brutus the Barber Beefcake vibes written all over it for me. You know what I mean? With the whole haircut scenario, the barber dude set up top, just waiting. Of course, like you said, Victoria got the win. Like they had a decent match. Like the match was
Mhm.
actually good. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? They had beef going back and forth for a while.
Mhm.
So that was what it was. It was nothing new between them two. But Victoria wins. Like you said, Molly Holly gets the whole, you know what I mean?
Mhm. She tried to cut Victoria here, but I was like, damn, the flip
Yeah,
didn't work. They
she
set that
tried to
shit
get
up.
there run it and flip the script, but yeah, she had to strap her ass down and like, nah, you gonna get this work. Now the crazy
Right.
part was she started shaving the joint and they did some other shit, came back and she was still getting her shit shaved.
Right. She
Like,
was strapped
bruh,
in like shit.
they kept that shit going for a while. So that was actually funny to see. But I mean, come on now. A woman getting her head shaved like that, she agreed to that one. But
Yeah.
it was what it was. It was cool to see.
I hope they cut the check for that.
Right.
You
Because
know what I
she
mean?
definitely should have got a bonus for that one.
Right, right. Quavo, what you think about the match? Because I know you didn't care to see Trump out there.
No, I didn't. I didn't care to see Trump out there.
Yeah, notice I ain't even
I
I ain't even mentioned it.
didn't
For a
want.
reason.
I didn't think he was gonna do it, bro. But he did it. So now I gotta acknowledge it. I won't acknowledge it.
Acknowledge me.
I won't. I won't do it.
Acknowledge me.
But let's get back to this match, bro. Let's get back to this match. So, this match, you gotta admit, bro, great work, American wrestling style wise for female athletes. Um, but you gotta also look who's on there. You got Molly Holly, who is she's good in the ring, bro. She's good in the ring. You got Victoria, Tara. I like to call her Tara. I don't like calling her Victoria. They didn't do enough with her. But great in the ring too. And just seeing both of them together, putting on a good match. It wasn't just about who's gonna win and who's gonna lose their hair. You actually saw a good match. So solid match wise, it had a little bit of everything in my opinion. So yeah, I enjoyed it. And then having that at the end where Molly's losing her hair, I was like, damn, we knew Molly was gonna lose that jump. But also shout outs to Molly, girl, you thick, okay? Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame.
Nah,
You had to
giggity,
give you a
giggity.
moment. Okay,
Sorry, I
okay.
had to do it. Had to do it, bro. I couldn't do it in the last one, bro. That was all like mayo fresh. Like this is a different kind of mayo. This is like organic mayo. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how to explain it, bro. I don't know.
Lord have mercy. Hollywood. Let me get to Hollywood. What was your thoughts on this match, man?
Why? Um, I love Molly Holly. I'm done.
He's done. All right.
That's all.
That's all,
That's all.
folks. Moving on. Hey, he want to talk about this next match. That's what he want to talk about because we had Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle for the WWF Championship match. And man, it was good to see Uncle Eddie coming out and that caddy low rider. We lie, we cheat, we steal. Hey, that was an entertaining match. And if y'all remember, this was the one where Uncle Eddie unlaced his boot, where Kurt Angle tried to get the ankle lock on him. He slipped out the boot, rolled Kurt up with the feet tied up in the rope to retain. We lie, we cheat, we steal. Hollywood. What did you think about seeing my man Eddie come out there, man?
Man, rest in peace, Eddie Guerrero, man.
Yes,
First
sir.
and foremost.
To the legend.
Man, I always watching this match made me think like if Eddie never passed, what would we rank Eddie? And I think that he would be very, very, very. You know what? I'm gonna go. This might be bold, and some people might say this is a bold take, but we probably will hold Eddie to a higher regard than we hold Kurt to.
Mm. Mm.
A lot of people would be bumped back on the list if Eddie Guerrero never died.
Mhm.
Point blank.
That's
Period.
facts.
That's just the fact. A lot of people would have gotten bumped back on the list. I'm not saying a lot. That's different than saying a lot of people wouldn't have got the push they got and the success they have. That I think this timeline could still exist if Eddie Guerrero was there, but a lot of the people, got to pay respects to Eddie Guerrero. But the match itself was great. Um, it was a great match. I wouldn't have been bothered if this was the match they closed, honestly.
Mhm.
The ending probably not, because you couldn't close WrestleMania with him cheating like that and winning.
Mhm.
But it was a good match. Great to see Kurt, be Kurt. I think this is right around the time when he started the wrestling machine, right?
I believe so.
He became the wrestling machine. So it was a good match, man. It was good to see these two go at it. And it lived one of the matches that was on this pay-per-view that lived up to the hype. So good
Mhm.
shit.
Yeah, this was definitely a good match. Mad Max, Black Corner. What you think about the Eddie Guerrero, Uncle Eddie versus Kurt Angle match?
Finally, a fucking highlight of this whack ass pay per view. Like for all the
Long pay-per-view,
bullshit that
bro.
came through, you know what I'm saying? We only got like literally one vicious match out of this whole lineup so far. You know what I
Bro,
mean?
it took
And
3 hours to get to
that
this
was
match.
the
3
goddamn
hours to
Mhm.
get
that
to a
was the
match
Rock and
like this,
Sock
bro.
Evolution joint. Right,
Mhm.
exactly. So to finally see this match, I'm like, okay, finally something that I can tune into and really pay attention.
Mhm.
So yeah, like I love this match. You know what I'm saying? Like say the way Eddie, that was, we come on, this is Eddie Guerrero we talking about. I lie, I cheat, I steal. You know what I mean? He
Mhm.
do what he do to win, bruh. You know what I mean? So he was the champ. He kept the belt. We saw the promo earlier where he was like, he gonna go out do his thing. He hoped Benoit go out do his thing later. So, and then this was also the time when like Eddie Guerrero got swole like a motherfucker, bro. This nigga was cut
Mhm.
like a bag of dope.
Diesel.
So, right. So it was like, him, Kurt Angle in the ring, WrestleMania, WWE Championship on the line. You know they gonna give you one. So
Mhm.
I enjoyed the match like shit, bro. I can't say nothing bad about it.
Okay. All right, Quavo. I know you love this match.
Quavo. Yeah, R.I.P. Eddie. R.I.P. Eddie.
Right, RIP, man. I did
Latino.
not say that, man. I gotta give him one
Facts.
too.
Appreciate no. This is why I appreciate Eddie and what he contributed to the network and contributed to just wrestling in general, man. You could see like this point, on top of the fact that it is not an easy thing to break from lucha style into American style. You could see that he was one of the more fluid wrestlers that was able to make that transition and be captivating to the audience. Like,
Mhm.
bro, like his gimmick is we lie, we cheat, we steal, and everybody still fucked with it, bro.
Mhm.
So, to see that and to still see that he came out with the win because he did one thing that nobody ever expects. He loosened up the boots. I know I might not be able to beat a submission by Kurt Angle, the freaking Olympic gold medalist, but I can definitely loosen up this boot. So when he tries to go for the ankle lock, I'm good. And I'm getting that roll up. Bow, bow, bow. Keep my title. I'm out. Play smart. Don't play hard. Play smart. Don't play hard, guys. That was the message. Lie, we cheat, we steal. Okay.
Quavo got excited on
Now,
that part, boy.
now,
He was like,
technically, is that a
"Ah!"
cheat though? Is that a cheat or is that just smart wrestling?
It's not a cheat if you don't
It's
get
definitely
caught.
a cheating.
Woo!
It's definitely cheating.
Yeah, he was
But
definitely
but
caught. He
then
was
but
definitely
I
caught, but
mean
he ain't get
like
caught.
he sat there for a while doing that shit. The ref seen it. I'm
Well. At
sure
the end,
Kurt
he
saw him
wouldn't
do
have
it,
cheated.
but
Here it is. He wouldn't have cheated if he wouldn't have tied his feet up in the rope. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
There
there
you
you
go.
go. Now okay,
All
now
right.
that part, yeah. You
So
right
with
about that
that,
part.
moving on to the next match because it picked up for me after this match too. Like this match had picked it up and it kept on going because we had the return of the Undertaker. It's WrestleMania, so Undertaker gonna be there. The streak is in full effect. Undertaker comes out, Paul Bearer walks out, and it's versus Kane. BOD, Kane versus Undertaker, with Big Brother Undertaker coming out with the win. What did y'all think about this match? Quavo.
Damn, can I yield my time to Hollywood so he could do that Paul Bearer thing, bro?
Oh shit! All
That
right, we're
shit
gonna
is
go to
dope.
Mad
Come
Max
on, Hollywood.
then.
Let
We're
me
gonna
hear
say
that
that's
shit,
what
bro.
it is.
Get a hot
Mad
potato
Max.
into him and come back to me, dog. Let me hear that shit.
what was your thoughts on this match, Max? BOD, Undertaker versus
Okay.
Kane.
Look, the fact that me and you are the BOD, I actually I gotta take the L on this one, man. Like I gotta take the L. It was Kane versus Undertaker. It was WrestleMania. The fact that Kane thought he buried the Undertaker and got rid of him for good. Like, yo, when he came out, Kane had the whole scared persona from the
Mhm.
rip. Like, I killed you. No, it's the way you're real. Like he literally had to fucking try to go touch the nigga to see if he I ain't gonna lie, I hated that whole angle, bro. That shit made Kane look weak, my nigga. And I'm
Hey,
Kane,
hey,
goddamn. I'm supposed to
hey!
be
It's all
Kane
about
who's
Big Bro,
BOD.
man.
And that
Big
ain't
Bro
how
know
I
them
fucking
tricks.
represent. Y'all hear me?
What you
So
say?
nah, I said
Was that
I'm
for the
supposed to
peoples?
be Kane, and that ain't how I represent.
Hey,
So to
It's
see
all about.
so to see Kane come out there scared like that, it blew the shit out of me,
Let
dog.
me put it
I
like
was
this,
like,
man.
man, come on.
Look, man. It's
Let us
all
know what
about
you think in
showing
the
respect to
comments.
Big Bro. You know what I mean? It's all about showing
No,
respect to
no,
Big Bro.
no. I
That's what it's all
look,
about.
look. I'm good with all that, man. Respect all day. But still, I hated what they did to my man Kane on this shit. Nigga, you supposed to come out hard, nigga. No, nigga, why'd I kill you, nigga?
Horde,
No, fuck
bro.
it, I gotta kill you again? Fuck it, let's
Hey,
do it.
like
But
I said.
nah. But it was, I mean, don't get me wrong, the match was entertaining. Like every time they wrestled, dog, for two, now when we talk about two big guys getting in the ring, we talking about two damn near 7-footers. Brock and Goldberg, take notes. Because this is how two big niggas is supposed to wrestle, dog. Like they give you one every time. I love the match. You know what I mean? They got it in. Of course, Undertaker with the streak, he gonna keep it alive. You know what I mean? I'm with that. You know what I mean? Hey, Kane just had to take
Okay.
the L.
Yeah,
But
you
it's
gotta
still
take
good to see
the
Paul Bearer, you know what I mean, still out there doing this thing. Oh yes.
L.
Look, I
It's
like that
Hollywood
shit
then.
never gets old to me.
All right. Let me go over here to Hollywood then. Mike T,
There's a
Diamond Steady
reason.
Gold Corner.
There's a reason why Quavo asked me to do it because what you just did. Oh my gosh, what was that?
Well, huh? What?
When you did the oh yes, what
That
was
was a
that?
shot right. That was a shot right.
Oh no, oh no, that was just a little quick, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do the whole full, yeah. I'm gonna let you
Oh
have that one,
no.
bro.
Quavo, you ready, Quavo?
He said he ready. He said he ready.
Oh yes. That's how that's how you supposed to do it, okay?
Oh shit.
Now on the real, I see why this pay per view was 3 hours long because Undertaker's entrance was an hour. Lord
As
have
usual.
mercy.
Oh
I
shit.
agree with
As
Marshall.
usual.
I agree with Marshall though, man. They made Kane kind of look weak on this one. Um,
Max.
I think it's I mean
You
Max.
agree
I'm
with
sorry.
me?
I'm sorry, Max. I'm sorry. I agree with Max. I think there was a way they could have made Kane still look strong but keep the streak going. Um, but yeah, I mean it was a great match. Don't get it twisted. I, I'm just with Max. I just don't agree with how they made Kane look. But it was like again, it was a great match. Great to see Undertaker come back. Well, okay, not for me because I am a fan of the American Badass Undertaker,
Mhm.
but for everyone else, the nostalgic, he comes back out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, did y'all see the fire on the ground? Did y'all see the crew? Go back and watch Undertaker's entrance when the Druids come out with the fire and it was getting on the stage, and you see the tech guy with the smoke whatever it is fire extinguisher on the stage. That is pretty cool to see because I'll be watching these little nuggets because I watch
Mhm.
everything in the match. Unlike a lot of people on this show, they just they don't know they watch it, but
Watch a match.
watch a match, watch a match. But yeah, man, it was good. It was pretty cool. It was cool. It was cool to see. We all got the news last week that Kane's going into the Hall of Fame. So it was pretty
Congrats to
cool.
Kane.
It was cool to see this match because it reminds you of why he's in the Hall of Fame and why his Undertaker's in the Hall of Fame.
Mhm.
For so many years that we thought they were real brothers, and boy, were we stupid. But yeah, man,
And
it
that's
was
why me
great.
and my bro represent so hard. We're actual brothers.
Yeah, y'all are actual brothers. They weren't brothers at all. They don't even know each other. But
Mhm.
yeah, man, it was dope. It was dope.
Okay, okay. All right. Well, Quavo had yielded his time, so we're gonna move on to the main event. And this shit was a slobber knocker, man. This joint was entertaining, had everything you wanted to see: action, blood, crimson faces, everything. You know what I'm saying? Oh, excuse me, the crimson mask. Oh yeah. So you had the triple threat for the world heavyweight champion. All right, you had Triple H versus Shawn Michaels versus Chris Benoit. Man, these fellas went all the way in. You know what I'm saying? Hollywood, what do you think about this match? And you know what I'm saying? Sean with the Crimson Mask, Benoit getting the win, Guerrero. Man, I was, it was a moment when Guerrero came out, man. Like that just took me back because I remember seeing this live and that happened, and it was like, damn, that's what's up. I felt that jump. So, what was your thoughts on this match, man?
So remember in pre-production, I'm gonna give the people a little behind the scenes. I said it was gonna be a match that I'm gonna say something about that people might not like.
Fourth
All right,
wall broke.
all right. So I'm gonna say this as someone whose family member has suffered from domestic violence, and I've suffered from it myself. I gotta have a moral stand, and I'm not gonna talk about this match.
Okay.
I respect the guys that were in the match, respect their legacy, but yeah, man. I mean, it just when you see them, it just make it. I'm sorry, I just can't. When I look at them, I watched the match, but
Mhm.
when I look at them, I can't. I don't. I don't. Yeah, I just can't do it, man. So you guys have at it.
Quavo, what you think about this match here, man?
Yeah, the that's one of the things that I hate about having to watch a match like this. And I think that's the one of the biggest things is that we don't realize how big of an impact that is. Um,
Mhm.
Personally, it was cringing to have to watch the match. Even when I'll hear the theme music play, it's like, damn, like now it's like it's a reminder of not everything that was good, all the hard work and shit that you put into making the WWE what it is, but now it's like what you did as a person nullifies everything to
Mhm.
me. Everything. So um I actually, with Hollywood on this one, I
Mhm.
don't want to go deep into it. Work rate wise, many can say that performance wise, if we take the reality out of it and we just go based off of the match, this was one of those matches that did exactly what it was supposed to do. Y'all
Mhm.
know that's my saying. I like saying that shit.
Mhm.
Because the network will give us what they're supposed to give us based on their time schedule, but this was one of those things where we're like, it's been long overdue. And then seeing the person in that time frame before everything happened, seeing it from those eyes before everything, and trying to give it an unbiased perspective is a little tough because of what we know now. But with an unbiased perspective, the quality of match was a good match. But at the same time, with what we know now, and um, knowing that, it's like, okay, it leaves that little open door where it's like, okay, well, even though you did what you were supposed to do as a wrestler to represent the WWE, you still failed to do the most important thing, of representing yourself as a human being.
Mhm.
So I can't really enjoy this match the way I want to because of that.
Mhm.
So it was like one of those bittersweet kind of watches. But overall, the match was a decent match.
Mhm.
Okay, it was a decent match, but still make sure that keep that in mind that it's just one of those tough things to watch.
Mhm. Okay. Mad Max.
Uh, I'm with Mike and Quavo on this one 100%. I'm not really gonna say too much because this one is kind of sensitive. You know what I mean? And I feel where they coming from on every aspect. I'm not going to get too much into it, but I will say this match happened before, we knew what was really going on. So if I'm thinking from a fantasy standpoint, as I do when I watch wrestling, the match itself was awesome. But and it was Eddie for me, it was Eddie coming out at the end. You know what I'm saying? It was Eddie Guerrero for me that gave me the goosebumps at the end when Chris won the belt, because when Chris Benoit won the title in that match, when I watched it back then as a kid, I didn't care. Like I wasn't the greatest Chris Benoit fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, he was cool. He was Rabbit Wolverine and all that, but I'm not gonna say he was my favorite. You know what I mean? In that match, whatever. I would have actually hoped HBK would have won for real, for real. You know what I mean? If I'm being honest, but when the whole, like I said earlier, the whole promo they did, Eddie and Benoit, is like, all right, the legacy that they set back in the day, to see them both win the belt that night, that's legendary. Like, can't take that away from nothing, from the history, from a WWE standpoint. But as far as his behind the scenes actions, bruh, like, you were cold. Like, I don't want to get too vulgar on this show, but I'm gonna just say, dog, you a cold sucker for that shit, man.
Well, I'm gonna say,
Like,
I'm gonna say,
you
I'm
a
gonna save
bitch
you, bro.
ass nigga, man. Like,
I'm gonna save you,
I'll
bro.
just keep it like that, and I'm not gonna say too much, because what he did was some violent shit, man.
I'm gonna
Like,
save
I
you,
don't
bro.
respect that shit at all.
Nah, I'm gonna save you because I know you want to say a lot more than what you just said, and I'm gonna save you. So
If
you know
I
what I'm
ran,
saying?
it's gonna go too long. I'm
Because
trying to keep it short, but
I was a Chris Benoit fan. I was a Chris Benoit fan since WCW days when he was in the Four Horsemen. So he's dead, so he can't defend himself. But what I will say to all the people out there, spiritual health and mental health are two of the most important things you can do for yourself, just as much as physical.
Facts.
Again, had we known back then he was struggling as much, maybe they could have gotten him some help. And to say something about this match, I see why he had the brain trauma he had because of matches like this. So I don't want to. He was a sucker. I will say that he was a sucker, but I do believe in second chances. He just never gave himself or his family a second chance, and that's why I can't talk about this match. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like if it would have been a situation where, again, my family's dealt with domestic violence. If it would have been a situation where he puts his hands on his wife, and it was reported he put his hands on his wife, that's some sucker moves too. But if he would have went and got some help and have redeemed
maybe they would all
themselves,
still be alive.
yeah, they still would all be alive and redeem themselves. And I hate to, this ain't for no views what I'm about to say.
Right.
But that could have been my family. You know what I'm saying? I could have been that little boy, or my sister could have been that little boy. When it comes to domestic violence, sometimes it gets that close. So this is our first time talking about Chris Benoit. I'm sure he may come up again. When we pick pay-per-views, people, we don't pick the pay-per-view. We don't talk about the lineup before. So had I known that, and I'm the producer of this show, and Marshall's producer of this show as well. Had I known that this was the main event of this show, because I didn't remember off the top of my head, I probably wouldn't have suggested us to do this pay-per-view, period. Because, man, main event, and we can't even really say nothing about it. I mean, yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
yeah.
Now, the one thing I will add that kind of gives, like, I mean, it's not even going that deep, but it's like the way they put that Bama through the table, like, nigga, you deserve that. Take that with you. And I'll just say that.
He didn't die how much longer after this did he die?
I think it was like, what, the next year or two or something, because he died not long after Eddie, didn't he?
Yeah, he passed after Eddie. Yeah, did that shit after Eddie.
It was like a year after Eddie.
After Eddie passed.
Did they make it to another WrestleMania?
I'm gonna have to go back
Eddie
and look.
didn't. I don't think Eddie did. I have to look back on that.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
sure
think
if
you're right about
made
Eddie.
the next WrestleMania.
I think you're right, 100% right about Eddie. I think you're right about Eddie because I think that the next year that's when Rey Mysterio came up. So
yeah, I would have to go back and look on that.
Yeah, but
y'all let us know in the comments section. You know what I'm saying? Give us some feedback.
Yeah, that's something y'all can let us
And
know. Right?
Yeah.
you know,
Let
and
us know
one
if it
thing
was
we
a couple
do.
years or if it was, shorter.
And to
Let
your
us know.
point, Mike, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we do our thing. And one thing that we do here at the Four Corners of Wrestling, you know what I'm saying? We always be honest, we always tell the truth, but we don't shy away from anything. You know what I mean? So I believe conversations can be had about everything. You know what I mean? That's how things can get better, is with conversation. Like you said, if we would have known about this back in the day, you know what I'm saying, with the whole mental illness and everything like that, we could have helped a lot of people a whole lot sooner. So I believe that the uncomfortable conversations are the one that have to be had, because you got to get to that meat and potatoes. You don't get to the meat and potatoes, you're not going to solve anything if you're always shying away from the main stuff. So
I agree.
I'm glad that, thank you for sharing that. You know what I'm saying? And we always want to try to help people, make people aware. And I think that's what it's all about, just helping each other, being here for each other.
Lastly, and you're the host, so you can move on if you want. But
Oh, yeah, we're moving on after this. Go ahead.
Chris Benoit is the reason why they made Daniel Bryan sit for so long. And a lot of people say,
That's
well,
true.
WWE does it because of lawsuits and all this. It doesn't matter why they do
Bullshit.
it. They're doing it at the end of the day for the best interest of the
Right,
person.
for the mental well-being, for the mental health of
the
whoever,
person, of the and their family members as well.
Exactly, because it's more than just a wrestler. Their families are all involved in this shit too with
Exactly.
them. They all travel.
And let's not make this just a
they're at
wrestling
home.
thing.
It's just life.
Let's not just make this a
this is
wrestling
about
thing.
life.
It happens in life.
Exactly.
Nah, facts. Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
You know,
and that's why I'm glad we can have these
and
conversations. Like I said, that's why I'm glad we
Right.
have these conversations. A lot of people say, "Oh, that's an uncomfortable conversation to have," but no, you need to have that uncomfortable conversation.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I wasn't ready for the Chris Benoit. I swear, when I watched the pay-per-view, I didn't go like usually. I'll have my notes and I know what I'm about to watch. I didn't for some reason. My week has been hectic. Y'all know what I'm going through personally, but my week has been hectic. So when I just watched this pay-per-view, I just watched it with blind eyes, waiting for what the main event was going to be. And as soon as that came on, I said, "Fuck, I can't." Oh man. And so, yeah, man. I mean, rest in peace to all those that are involved in that situation. Chris Benoit, man, I don't know where you went, heaven or hell, man, but hopefully wherever you went, you got the support that you needed, man.
Nah, you go to hell for shit like that, man. That's what I was taught. But we're gonna keep it moving.
Yeah, let's move it on. Let's move it on. So speaking of the WrestleMania 20 pay-per-view, we did talk about a match, and you know what I mean, a sudden fatal four-way tag match. You know what I mean? We all love seeing the APA do their thing, the greatest tag team. You know what I mean? But let's just say for 1 second, we got the ability to take out the Bastard Brothers. You know what I mean? I think we can all agree they was not very entertaining, not to me anyway. But who would you take, right, from now and put then? Because you hear the old wrestlers say, "Oh, the talent now couldn't make it back in the day. They're soft. They're back there doing this and they're back there doing that." What? Give me a tag team from now that we could take. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna play superpowers right now. You could take a tag team from now and you could put it in this match right here, WrestleMania 20. Take out the Basham Brothers. Who would you put in there? Quabo, blue corner. Who would you take out? We're taking the Basham Brothers out. Who would you put in? For that fatal four-way.
I'm gonna tell you who I'm not putting in. Let me tell you who I'm not.
A lot of people you're not gonna put in. I want to know who you gonna put in.
I say, yeah, motherfucker, just answer the question of who you would put in.
Book the match.
Like 100 motherfuckers I wouldn't put in. Shit, we already deleted one. The
We'll be here all
Brothers.
day talking about who we won't put in there.
See, if it's up to me, man, just doing the research, and once
it is up to you, motherfucker.
Once the question was sparked, I had to pick, bro. And Gorillas of Destiny, I would put them in ASAP, bro.
I know.
I want to see that match now.
Who?
I want to see that match. Gorillas of Destiny, bro.
You hit Marshall.
Yeah.
Hear this shit?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I saw it, bro. I was like,
Hollywood.
No, you know
Hold
what?
on,
No,
gotta
you
no,
let
no,
made
you
him
me
know
a
what?
finish.
I'm
believer,
flip.
dog.
Get him.
Nah,
You made
I'm
me
a,
a motherfucking believer on this shit, bro. I was
Marshall.
like,
I'm gonna flip
damn.
it.
Get him,
I'm gonna flip
Hollywood.
it.
You asked me, bro. You pushed me.
Nah, Marshall.
I was gonna
Marshall.
lead it up to all this
Watch
other
how I
shit, make
flip
fun of
this.
the Young Bucks. I was gonna make fun of all these other people, but you didn't let me. You didn't let me do what I
Nah,
wanted
no. I'm
to
gonna be the host real quick. Why would you like to see Gio?
do. Okay, Vince.
Look, he acting like Jeff Jarrett over this motherfucker. Go ahead, Jeff.
Why would you? No, I prefer Eric Bischoff. But why would you pick the Gorillas of Destiny, Quavo?
Bro, they have so many good.
No,
matches,
shut up,
bro.
because that's Mike's pick. That's why you would pick them, motherfucker. That's why you would pick them. I can't believe you did this shit to me, Jose. Okay, I'm gonna get back now. Go ahead, man. Marshall, take the show back over, please. I'm mad as shit right now.
Oh man. Okay, so for y'all that don't know, that was actually a stolen pick that Quavo did. Quavo, that's a fucked up move.
That's
Mad
right. I
Max.
had to do it. Damn it.
Mad Max. I'm
You
going
shouldn't
back
have
to
been
Hollywood.
shouldn't
This
have
is
been
why
rushing my
this is
pick.
why I be pissed about
Take
you
my
always-
time away. I was about to
Dog,
make shit
this is-
hilarious. I
dog,
was
this
gonna
is-
clown on all the people we wouldn't pick, like Retribution and fucking FTR. I had great ones for fucking Young Bucks. I can't use them now.
The part that you're missing is this. Even if you would have did all of that, you stole my fucking pick. And you went first. And you went first.
Hey,
Marshall,
I don't
Yeah.
set up the lineup, bro. I didn't ask to be first.
You're right.
I didn't know you
And you
were
know
gonna
what,
steal the pick,
Quavo?
though.
I'm gonna take. You know what, Quavo? You're right. I'm gonna take that energy from you, and I'm gonna give it on Marshall. Hey, yo, I'm the star of this motherfucker.
You trying to tell you, ask pick him first. You keep picking me.
Stop doing this shit to me. Stop giving these motherfuckers first and making me go last, bro. I'm
You
really.
didn't go last. Okay. I'm going through rotation.
Nah,
You
go
were
ahead, Max,
second.
man. Go
Don't
ahead,
get
Max,
mad at
man.
me
Go
because
ahead,
Quavo
Max.
took your pick.
Go ahead,
All
Max,
right?
man. I'm pissed,
Hey,
bro. I'm so mad
I
right
just
now.
gave you a minute to compose yourself. I'm on your side. All right, so don't come and try to do a Shawn Michaels like I'm Marty Jannetty and kick my head through the glass. Nah, fuck that. Direct all that energy at Quavo.
Hey, Quavo,
Man.
Hey, y'all wild as
fuck
shit.
you, Quavo, man.
Hey, man,
I'm
man.
so upset, bro.
Life cheat, we
Yeah.
still.
You know what? You know what?
You
Fuck
see that
this
shit?
segment, man. One gotta go. Fuck this segment, man.
Quavo would have came into a monkey wrench back.
Soon as
Soon as he break from the day.
Dog, I couldn't get my motherfucking mouse on the shit quick enough to mute Quavo. Because as soon as I heard G, I said, I know this motherfucker not about to do what I think he about to do. I know he not about to do what I think he about to do.
My jaw hit the floor when you said, I'm like, hold up. Did he just say what I thought he said?
Lord
What the
have
fuck
mercy,
did I
bro.
just hear?
Go ahead, Max,
my
man.
goodness.
Go ahead, Marshall. Take back the
My
show,
goodness.
man. Oh my god.
Mad Max. Who you taking? Oh my goodness. Damn, Quavo. who you taking from
Hey,
the
y'all
day
wild as shit.
and
All right, I had
putting
to
in the
actually.
day?
I tried to put a little bit of thought into this one, as far as like today's tag teams, and then we talking about back in 2004. Now, granted, in 2004, the tag team division was not the greatest we've ever seen. So,
I'm talking about just this match though. In this match, we're taking out the bash.
yeah, in the particular now, does it matter which fatal four way? Because remember, there were two that night.
No, this match
So
here, the greatest tag team, Rikishi
okay.
and Scotty 2 Hotty, APA, they're staying. We're taking out the Basham brothers.
Okay, so the second match, the second fatal four way. Then, all right. Well, in that one, I would say we taking out the Bashams. I had a choice between.
Don't take all day.
I was thinking the Usos at one point, but then I was like, nah. I'd rather go with the Wyatts, Rowan and Harper. Put them in there. That would have been a better draw than the Basham brothers.
Ooh, that's a killer. That's some killer shit right there. I like that.
Okay. Nice. Hollywood, coming back to you, baby.
Since I'm so good, so Quavo picked the Gorillas of Destiny, who he knows nothing about, and he hasn't even watched the match of theirs. But I'm not gonna pick. I'm gonna change my pick on the fly, and I'm gonna pick the Revival.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick the Revival. Okay. I'm gonna pick the Revival. I'm gonna pick the Revival because the Revival, to me, They define tag team wrestling. And I think they would have fit better back then than they do now. Or because I guess just because at first, you could say that when they were with WWE, they weren't utilized correctly. You definitely could say they in AEW ain't utilized correctly.
Definitely could say that.
So I would pick the Revival. I thought about it. I didn't want to pick a WWE tag team because when I thought about it as well, another team I had was, like Maxx said, the Usos. I think the Usos could strive with any generation. But yeah, man, Revival. Fuck you, Jose.
Not right. Because here's the thing. I actually had, FTR, but thinking as their Revival day. I'm just saying FTR because that's what they're going by now. But I actually had them on my list as well. And I think that the Dirty Dogs could be able to go back and do something. You know what I mean? Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler.
Bruh, I had a whole damn... this is one of those things where I actually wrote this down. I was about to put Tama Tonga over so good, dog. Jose, you messed up. I was going to add him and everything.
17 pages worth of notes.
I was going to add him and everything. Man. Maybe he would have listened to the podcast. Now he's not going to listen because you picked him. He would have listened when I picked him. You like TNA, so he definitely don't like you.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. So he just messed up everything for you, huh?
One got to go. Yeah, Quavo, you got to go, man.
Hey, maybe you'll get picked first this time. Let's see.
Oh shit. Okay. With that being said, oh man, we're going to be moving on. All right, we got y'all picks. Hey, and y'all out there, y'all let us know who y'all think will succeed back in the day. All right, and the match again is the greatest tag team, Rikishi and Scotty 2 Hotty versus the APA. Who would you put in that match? All right. So moving on. Time to give out some flowers, baby. Time to give out some flowers. And this first wrestler that we have is a retired bodybuilder, fitness competitor, and of course, wrestler, trained by Finley. All right. And here's a big hint right here. China introduced her to wrestling. So we got a woman. All right. She impressed Bruce Pritchard, debuted as one of the Godfather's hoes, led the Save the Ho campaign, had some iconic beef with the likes of Trish Stratus, Jacqueline, my boo, giggity giggity, Molly Holly, Jazz, Mad Max boo, giggity giggity, Lita, Awesome Kong, ODB, as well as a list of others. I'm talking about a 5-time TNA knockout champ, 2-time WWE Women's Champ, 1-time TNA Knockout Tag Team Champ, PWI 2004 Woman of the Year, 2009 PWI ranked number 5 top 50 wrestlers, the one and only Lisa Marie Varon, also known as Victoria. I love me some Victoria. I tell you, Victoria, what's up, boo-boo? Love you, love the beef with Trish Stratus, like we just talked about, in the pay-per-view, that iconic beef with Molly Holly, where she shaved Molly Holly's head. Man, I just love me some Victoria. That Widow's Peak was some sick too, boy. Let me tell you. Mad Max, what's your appreciation for Victoria?
Oh man, Victoria was kind of up there in my top 10 as far as female wrestlers from back then to now. Like her whole bodybuilding scheme, she was one of them strong women that looked good while doing it. You know what I mean? Like say that Widow's Peak was something fierce. Like when I first seen that, I was like, damn. You know what I mean? She definitely goes back. You know what I mean? Like you said, she came out as one of the Godfather's hoes, whole T. You know what I mean? She was the head hoe, to be exact.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She was the top bitch.
You're right. The bottom bitch, you mean. She was the bottom bitch.
She was the bottom bitch. Sweetest bitch.
You know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that whole shit was funny. You know what I mean?
Trying to bring that gimmick out now, boy, they would get crucified.
What? Oh my God.
Oh no, canceled immediately.
What? No, the
or an
WWE
HBO special. We don't know
it
yet.
wouldn't be no more WWE. They would be done for. But it was, all that was funny games back then, you know what I'm saying? good father ended up putting it through the table, which ended that whole shit. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Thus, Victoria was born. You know what I mean? So as her whole little solo
So what's your
career.
appreciation for her though? What did you love about her? You know what I mean? Like what was the thing
Oh,
that
well,
drew
I
you
loved
to
her.
Victoria?
I loved her attitude, man. She always had that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to dominate. You know what I'm saying? Attitude. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Her and Trish had her feuds back and forth. That's when she won her first women's title. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And being, a newcomer in the business at the time, going against someone of top caliber like that out the gate, hey, that was high praises. You know what I mean? That means that Vince and them saw something in her from the beginning, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
China met her. So she introduced her, and hey, everything she's done from then, even with her time in TNA, you know what I mean? Miss
Mm-hmm.
Terror, you know what I mean? AKA the Tarantula. Like they had her coming out and got their motorcycle helmets and all that shit because she used to ride motorcycles on her
Mm-hmm.
personal time
But
and all that.
you're not answering my question, man. What is your appreciation? Don't go down a record. What is your appreciation? What did you
Oh,
like
like I
about
said, nah, that's what I'm saying. Like I appreciate all
her?
that about. Like I appreciate the fact that she's like me being a fan of motorcycles myself. Like I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate that she's a female rider. Like I'm always a fan of those. You don't see them too often. But I also love the work that she does in the ring. Like I said, her
Mm-hmm.
attitude that she's definitely that boss bitch type attitude, and she can do whatever she want to do. She
Mm-hmm.
displayed that every week, and you can always appreciate something like that. Like she wasn't one of these ditzy girls that you saw back in that era that was still rocking bra and panties and shit like that. Like she came through and dominated shit. And that's the
Mm-hmm.
type, I like to see from a female wrestler. Like I wasn't the bra and panties shit was cool, but I like to see a woman that actually come out and wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
And she did that. So I can always
Hey, being
appreciate
trained
that.
by Finley, yeah, you should definitely coming out looking for a fight. Let me tell
Exactly.
you. Okay,
You
all
feel me?
right, all right. Quavo, what's your appreciation for Miss Victoria?
Oh, I like to call her Tara.
Mm,
But yeah, because
okay.
some of my more favorite moments that you don't really get to see in the WWE just because her run with the WWE wasn't it how do I
Go ahead and say
explain
some
it?
stupid shit.
No, no. What no, let me say what I'm about to say, bro. It wasn't what everybody expected because she did go through a lot of repackaging. Um, but the thing is, she had a lot of entertaining and memorable moments with the WWE. The difference is she popped out hard, and I think she dug in a little deeper into like her own persona and made herself more stand out even more with a lot of the work that she did in her time in TNA. For me,
Mm,
you know what I mean?
mm,
Just because they were willing to put the gold on her and put her in other matches where it made it look like she's not just one of the what's it called standard divas, if that makes sense. Like she wasn't
mm,
just one of the standard divas. She went from being look at it. She went from being bottom bitch, the hoe, to a fucking knockout. You
mm,
know, and seventh time I think reigning knockout. And seeing some of the some matches like will always be etched into my mind, like always written in there, like her match with Awesome Kong in the Six Sides of Steel match. Like,
mm,
dude, I was like, bruh, like like it just lets you show like she can hold her own, right? But
mm,
then also seeing how she was able to build these other divas in a way that it made them stand out and make them look different. Um, as opposed in comparison to divas in the WWE, you got knockouts that they don't want to be seen the same way that we've always seen divas. We
mm,
talked about that earlier. The Brian Panties gimmick gets boring and old after a while. It's like, what are you trying to sell me? You get what I'm
mm,
saying? But
mm,
seeing her
mm,
take it to another level with Angelina Love and all these other knockouts that we kind of brush over because they aren't something that are in the spotlight. But yeah, no,
mm.
shout out to Tara. She did a lot of good work, man, from a bodybuilder and becoming a superstar, a WWE superstar, and a TNA knockout. Like I appreciate her.
Okay, okay. Hollywood, Mike T, your
Um,
thoughts on
um,
Victoria?
I don't know, man. I just, still messed up over the last segment, but you know, Victoria, man, she was a beast. She was. I'll say this. Well, no, I'll save it for later. But I'll say that, man, she deserves all the flowers that she gets. I do agree with Quavo though. I did enjoy her TNA run.
Mhm.
Um, I still called her Victoria. Vince called her Victoria, so I'm gonna call her Victoria.
Right.
But she definitely was one of those women that she was one of first. She was one of the few to actually, well, see, I hate to say that because knowing what we know now, it's a little different. We know that they had talent back then. They just didn't utilize them, like Quavo
Right.
said. Like
Mhm.
Quavo said, I got to give Quavo his props for that. You know, I'm glad I didn't cut him off. I was about to, but I'm glad I didn't because he did. He made some interesting, very good points, and you know, much appreciation for her. Yeah, yeah, man. Much appreciation to her. She's definitely a Hall of Famer. She's definitely one of the greats.
Mhm.
Um, she has some good work. She was very good in ring technician, and then she has some good mic work too.
Mhm. 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 Okay. Okay. So Victoria, we appreciate you, and you know what? I'm gonna give you a giggity, 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 giggity good. All right. So our next appreciation, all right, goes to another wrestling superstar. All right. You know what week it is, man. What the road is, man. The road to WrestleMania. I mean, we coming up some Hall of Famers, man. All right. So this next person was trained by Dean Malenko, Dudley, who was like the original Dudleys, and Finlay, which means, yeah, she ready to battle. All right. Hardcore champion for 1 hour before she lost it. Two-time women's champion. All right. The one, the only Mighty Molly, also known as Molly Holly. And a big congratulations to you, Molly, getting to the Hall of Fame. And let's get the fellas thoughts on it. Going around the room, square circle. Mad Max, what's your thoughts on Molly Holly?
Uh, gotta give Molly her respect. Like you said, congratulations on the Hall of Fame induction. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
definitely a big look on her career because she earned that for sure. I said she was definitely trained by some of the greats, so you knew she was gonna come out and show out. Like every persona that she had in her career, like she did something with it. You know what I mean? For the most part. So she wasn't like she was cute. Like she came out as that little cute, girl that you saw, yeah. But she put in work in the ring. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? She came out as part of the whole uh the
The
uh
Hollies.
Crash, right? The Holly cousin from
Mm.
Crash, Hardcore and all them. It's like, okay, to her being Hurricane's sidekick, you know what I mean, and all of that. Like, yo, she held down every role that they put her in. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She had a couple women's titles in her day, you know what I mean, in her run. And even after she retired from wrestling, she still went on to do things with her life that still kept her involved in the business in and out. Even though she wasn't mainstream, you still heard about her here and there.
Mm-hmm.
So she definitely earned her spot for the most part. And I can't say too much bad about her. I say every angle she did, I enjoyed watching her in the ring. From her good days to the heel turns, even when she took a huge, bump by even shaving her head on TV. Like
Mm-hmm.
you never saw women do stuff like that, especially
Mm-hmm.
back then. So I think if I'm memory serves correct, she was the first one to do that, yeah.
I believe so.
So you gotta give her props for doing stuff like that. She went hard for the business, man, and for herself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you always gotta respect a woman like that. Nora
Mm-hmm.
Greenwald, I salute you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nora Christina Greenwald. There you go, baby. All right, all right. Quavo, what's your appreciation for Molly Holly, Mighty Molly? All that good
Mighty
stuff.
Molly. Molly.
Dun,
Molly. Hold on.
dun,
I know we talked
dun,
about this in
dun,
pre-production. I know I
dun,
don't want to get in trouble
dun.
because they always get me in trouble. You know, I always be getting in trouble with folks. So this is a little behind the scenes, fourth wall here. I get in trouble, guys. They sent me to HR a few times, so I want to make sure I do this right. We said we're only Soul Man. We said we're only allowed to use giggity goo, right?
uh,
I just want to see is fire acceptable? Is that okay?
I guess how you do it, man. I don't know.
Okay. No, but no, this is what I like about Molly, man. She was able to like be her own person in the WWE and still be able to take the roles that she took, run with them, and then still continue to elevate the level of sportsmanship in the ring. And I think that's one thing that I liked about Molly. She also made it hilarious when she, like whenever you would see something like, for example, this last pay per view that we just finished reviewing, you saw her running away. Victoria is ready to cut her hair off, and then she still like a champ takes that something that would be embarrassing to most, run with
Mhm.
it, and make it look good. So, those are the little things that you appreciate about Molly Holly, but also seeing how she like took this seriously, and she gave us matches where it wasn't just bra and panties, it was work too.
Mhm.
And that's what I liked about Molly. She put in the work, and we appreciate you. We appreciate you,
Mhm.
Nora Christina Greenwald. Appreciate
Yeah, she was thick
appreciate
too, boy.
you.
Yeah.
You're my hardcore champion. I'll tell you that much,
Wow.
man.
Wait, we just gave
Red
you a
nuts.
giggity, Molly. All right. Hollywood, what's your appreciation for Molly Holly?
Well, again, you go to me last, so I'm not gonna, it is what it is.
Gotta say the best for last. So yeah,
I am the best. You're right about
there you
that.
go.
Oh,
I
There
am.
you go.
You're the best when the host tells you the best.
Hey,
But
that's why I'm
yeah,
great at my job, man.
yeah,
That's why
you're
I know
great.
what I'm doing, man.
You're great. You're
hey.
great. You're great.
You're the best, but I'm the
Um,
great one.
Molly Holly, man. Something what I was going to say with Victoria was, and I saved it for Molly because I knew we was doing Molly next, was that you know a lot of the women nowadays get the benefit they get the chances that those women didn't get.
Mhm.
If those women, Molly Holly, Victoria, got the chances that these women got, I am sure that the women of now would have had to step it up even further
Mhm.
than they have already stepped it up. So, man, Molly was just great, man. Molly was the Molly Holly. Whenever she put her hands on her hips and she was just stood there befuddled. Um, she
I
was
just heard
great.
theme music playing. Every
Molly
time
I
she did
did too.
that, I just hear that theme music. Ding, 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 ding,
and
ding.
she was in a, well, not a faction, but she was teamed with one of arguably the best characters in wrestling history, Hurricane Helms. Um, it was just dope.
And back.
It was just dope. Like, for people out there that don't know, we picked Molly Holly before she even got inducted. We actually saved off because the announcement came out that she was inducted. We had no clue that she was getting inducted. There was no rumors or nothing. That's why I
Yep.
like this year's Hall of Fame, because they're really like using the surprise element. Um, but yeah, man, Molly was great. She transcended a lot of different things, like what Maxx said about her cutting her hair. Um, that was something that women, especially back then, weren't just willingly doing.
Mhm.
Um, but she took one for the business. Just to give her some more appreciation, Beth Phoenix said that Molly Holly paid for her wrestling school, and she didn't even know, and she looked
That's
out
awesome.
for her. That's what type of person she was.
Mhm.
They said there's not no, from everything that I've read, everything that I've seen, everything that I've heard, they said there's not one person as nice in wrestling as Molly Holly,
Mhm.
and that's a huge compliment.
Mhm.
Because
That
she's
is
living.
huge.
We usually hear that when people die, like with
Mm-hmm.
Brody Lee, aka Luke Harper. When he died, everyone said he was the nicest person, and sometimes we don't give people their roses while they're here. But
Mhm.
Facts.
people have said, while Molly Holly's here, even before she was inducted into the Hall of Fame, that she's
Mm-hmm.
one of the nicest people that you would ever meet. And it came across on the screen. You know, like when
It
she was a
sure
heel,
did.
when she was a heel, we couldn't hate her. We were just entertained by her.
Right.
You know what I'm
Fact
saying?
though. Fact.
We couldn't hate her, So shouts out to Molly, mighty Molly Holly. And yeah, man. Most proud. Congratulations on being inducted in the 2001 class of the Hall of Fame. You deserved it. You earned it.
Woo.
And as well, I mean, yeah, you helped put you were a part of, Trish, Lita, China, that era. Molly was a part of that era too, and we tend to give those three the headline, but there was a couple of other women that made that pop. It's not like Trish and Lita fought every single week.
Right.
Nah.
There were
Molly
other
Holly
women
was
that
in
made
in
them
that
look
mix
good.
for a little bit.
And Molly Holly beat Trish in her first singles match ever.
Yep. So it's dope. It's dope. It's dope to see these, especially because this is, we all grew. Well, not all of us, but me, Maxx, and Marshall, we kind of grew up watching the '80s wrestling. So, and this is 2000 something. So, to see where women have gone from that point and then now is really dope. And Molly, you definitely was one of those people that helped put that on the map. So, shouts out and
Trailblazer.
salute to you.
So Molly Holly, Nora Christina Greenwald, we appreciate you, mama. You know what? You get up. Giggity, giggity, giggity good. Because you was something sexy to me. I ain't going to sit here and lie to you. All right? So moving on, fellas. You know what time it is. Hollywood, I know you've been looking forward to this. It's everybody's favorite segment. One's gotta go. Yes, get your pens, get your papers, baby. You know the rules. All right, we've been doing this long enough. All
I
right.
wonder if he's gonna get picked first this time.
Hey, here's the choice. I gotta give you the choices first. Here are the choices. All right. All right, stop it, you fake ass Paul Heyman trying to give spoilers. Sit there and listen. All right. Here we go. The choices are the GMs: Eric Bischoff, Teddy Long, Vicky Guerrero, and John Laurinaitis. All right. One's got to go. General Managers Edition. Choices are, once again, Eric Bischoff, Theodore Long, or Teddy Long, whatever you want to call him, Vicky Guerrero, and John Laurinaitis. All right. So we're going to start off. He said he done cashed in his second Money in the Bank briefcase. All right. Quavo took his pick last time, so it's only right we come to him first this time. Hollywood Mike T, which one? Gotta go.
So since I cashed in, I'm going to give my cash in like WWE did with Otis and Miz. I'm gonna give my cash in to Quavo real quick, and I'm gonna let Quavo go first.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Why are you gonna do that?
Eric Bischoff made a choice over there, Quavo. So he said you going first.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, who'd you pick?
You want me to do it? Because I do it.
Go ahead. Who you pick?
You're
Eric
yielding your
Bischoff,
time to Quavo? Are you
Teddy
acknowledging
Long,
me? Are you acknowledging me?
Victoria.
No, shut up. You took too damn long. Forget it. You took too damn long. You should have just said who the hell your pick was and shut up. No, I'm gonna yield my time to Maxx then, since you don't know how to take the time. Go ahead, Maxx. Go ahead. Now, I'm not yielding my time. I'm just gonna let him go before me.
All right, I guess I'll kick this thing off. I'm gonna go ahead and make it quick and say John Laurinaitis. Get that nigga the fuck out of here, man.
Getting rid of John Laurinaitis.
Yeah, man. I never liked that dude, man.
Nah. Oh shit. Okay.
You do
Okay.
know
John
that's
Laurinaitis.
You do know that's the point of being a heel general manager. You're not supposed to like him.
That is true. But Bischoff was also a heel general manager too. But I actually enjoyed the entertainment that he provided me while he was a heel general manager. Johnny was boring as fuck, and I hate his voice. Now, I don't hate his voice worse than I hate Vicky Guerrero's voice, because that whole excuse me shit used to kill me. But she was fucking entertaining. Right.
How can you not like
Okay.
this?
Like,
Okay,
come
so
on.
John
You like
Laurinaitis
this a
is
lot
your
more
pick?
than you like. Excuse me.
Hold on, Quavo. We gotta get the line out. So Max, you say John Laurinaitis?
John Laurinaitis.
John Laurinaitis. Get the fuck out, Max
Out my
crib.
crib
Oh, you
for
get
you,
killed. All right. Hollywood, are you ready? You want Quavo to go before you,
Since
man?
Quavo jumped in on Max's, I think that is, it's great for him to go now.
Okay. Quavo.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'll take it.
Who gotta go?
You know who gotta go?
Who gotta go?
It's a sad, sad day when Quavo has to do this, but he's got to do it. Holla, holla!
This
Gotta
motherfucker
go.
again.
What?
You gotta go. You gotta go.
Again?
I'm getting rid of him.
Explain yourself
I
now.
do what Quavo does, and
No,
Quavo
Hold on. We'll get to that in a
it
second.
ain't,
Hold on,
okay?
guys. We'll get to that in a
That's some
second. Let's get the
bullshit.
picks out first. Let's get the picks out first.
That's some
All right,
bullshit.
I'm about to
bro.
come to you in a second, Hollywood. Hold on a second. So Quavo, you're saying Teddy Long.
I want to
Gotta
hear
go.
this. I want to hear this.
Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah, getting
Teddy
rid of
Long, Theodore Long. All right, so
Getting
Teddy
rid
Long.
of holla, holla. He's gone.
Get the fuck out Quavo
Out my
crib
crib.
before you get killed. All right, Hollywood. The spotlight on you, baby.
You know what, Matt Marshall? I'm about to quit.
Talk to me.
I'm gonna quit. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm not showing up the pre-production no more because this motherfucker just stole my shit again.
Hey, hold on. I gave you the option to go first, though.
No, but see, Quavo is not as good as me because you sound like Elmo. Anyway,
This is Darth Vader, bro. Let's keep it going.
Anyway, I'm gonna change my pick.
Okay.
Eric Bischoff.
Eric Bischoff.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Can I start with why? Can I be the first one to start with why?
All right, let me do my thing first. So you're saying Eric Bischoff, your pick. Eric Bischoff.
Yeah, but I don't want you to sing that song.
Nah. Wait, you got a song for me?
Yep.
What you
La
okay.
la 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 shooby dooby doo doo.
Oh no,
He
you
been
cannot sing my
He been
song and
practicing.
straight
Look at
murder
the
my
vocals.
Jones.
Look, my ears just started hurting, bro.
Hey, Tom, shut the fuck up.
Hey, no.
So y'all just go ahead on my song. So y'all been stealing my swag the whole damn show. But then y'all gonna jump on my
if you
song.
got the
Bet.
freedom to tell people that they can't sing, damn it, we got the freedom to tell you can't sing.
No, I didn't say you
All
couldn't
right.
sing. I didn't
Yes,
say you
you
couldn't
did.
sing.
Yes, you
I just
did.
said
And
only
talk
reason.
about my accent last
No.
week.
I didn't say you couldn't sing. I just didn't want to hear that song because Jose, you already sung it already when Jose stole my shit. So it was no point. It was no point in singing it again.
Hey,
But
my song.
Am I ready to tell you?
I mean, you don't want to hear my pick?
Go ahead.
My pick is Vicky Guerrero.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a long talk about this. We're gonna have a long talk about why.
I can do with that. Yeah. So since you won it first, go ahead. Give me
Hey,
your
Marshall,
explanation on
guess
Bischoff.
what I'm gonna do?
What's that?
I'm gonna give you all the reasons why Jose picked his pick.
I give it to you, baby. 'Cause that was your pick.
Right. It's like, nah, I'm you know what? I'm
You
gonna
better
pick
pull Eminem. Go for it.
So look, that was a good one. That was a good one. 8 Mile. Cut the check, Shady Records. But anyway, the reason why I picked Eric Bischoff is because of this. And Maxx actually made me think about this when he just said about how entertaining Eric Bischoff was. And you guys don't follow the rules when you do this. I'm the only one that ever follows the rules. Me and Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
You got to erase everything from everything. So when Eric Bischoff became an on-screen figure and he was the general manager, what happened? We don't have to erase anything in our memory. He already erased the damn show. The company went out of business.
True. Now, okay, quick question then. If you talk about erasing everything from their whole history, like everything got to go. So that means we would get what? No NWO, no none of that.
Okay. We still get DX.
True.
I could live with only DX.
What?
If that's the
But
case.
NWO was
Yes, because I can't live without CM Punk.
NWO though. Man.
Yeah, I can't. I gotta keep that NWO. Me personally.
Okay.
But I
What
respect
did Johnny give
What?
us?
Hold on.
Oh,
But
don't you disrespect Johnny like that, Mad Mac.
Whoa.
I'm about to say you have to remember the question. What the rest their whole career? Okay, you take away the NWO.
All right, well,
hold on. Let me
Johnny
finish.
does-
Let me
Hold on,
finish.
let me
Let me
finish.
finish. Let me
Let me
finish.
All right, go ahead.
You just highlighted one good thing he did. There was 57 million different things that he didn't do. For example, we just talked about Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero. They still would have happened. All the good stuff that he didn't let happen in WCW, they all left it happen. There was more success stories that left from WCW when he was the general manager than ever. Chris Jericho, Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, who
Booker
else?
T.
Huh?
Yeah,
Booker
T.
T.
Booker T was the champ when WCW went out of well, so technically I don't count him, but Hurricane Helms. It's so many things that when WCW went out of business, it's so many things that we got. Also, I could do without Eric Bischoff because if there's no Eric Bischoff, then Bret Hart's career is still intact.
Mm-hmm.
So I could do without Eric Bischoff. I can't. Laurinaitis would probably be the one that everyone picks, but I can't do without Punk.
Right.
So
he stays by default because I need CM Punk in my wrestling.
The real answer is freaking Teddy Long, for real. Teddy Long ain't do shit but do tag team matches, but whatever.
Yeah, mixed tag teams that didn't belong together for real.
I kept Teddy Long because of that, because I enjoyed the tag.
Yeah, I would say I like that shit. So
it was that's why it made my choice.
He brought a different element.
Hold on, Max. Let me talk. That's why I picked Vicky, because I'm like, anybody could have did Vicky's job, and yeah, you erase everything that she did, but shit, let's be honest. If Eddie was still alive, Vicky would have never been on TV.
Yeah, but that's not the question. The question isn't if Eddie Guerrero died. The question is if we took their career out. Now,
exactly. So
now Vicky out, you can't say anybody could have did what Vicky did. That's not true. You can't say that.
I mean, this is true, but I could deal without Vicky then.
No, I get what you're saying. If Vicky's your pick, I'm not debating that at all. All I'm saying is don't disrespect Vicky Guerrero and say anybody could have did what she did.
I love Vicky. No, there's only one Vicky Guerrero. I love Vicky.
I'm about to say, don't disrespect Vicky.
I can do without. I can do without all that shit. I can do without that shit.
Now, what I will say is this:
there's really no wrong answer on this one. Like, there's certain reasons why everybody.
John Laurinaitis
reasons why everybody can go and why everyone can stay. But it's just all, I guess whatever you want to keep in your memory banks of history, and I guess whatnot. If that's what
let me ask you this, Max.
Let me ask
you this, Max. Do you like CM Punk?
Yeah, he's cool, but I'm not going to sit here and say he's like my favorite of all time.
But you like CM Punk, so if we don't have John Laurinaitis, we get no CM Punk. So therefore,
I could live with that.
You can live without CM Punk.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Bro,
we need to have an emergency.
We need to have a meeting, bro. Can I call this meeting? HR already had me in the department last week.
Reason I say that. Look, here's the only reason I say that, and it's only one reason why I say that. They didn't give my man enough time to shine. Like, he was there for
the longest reigning.
He was there.
What are you talking about?
When he got to WWE and shit, and from when he left or whatever, he was just like, he was rocking, he was doing his thing, but they shouldn't have let him go. If he was still there today, then maybe I wouldn't have said that.
Hey, people,
but for me, he wasn't there long enough.
Hey, people out there that's listening to this
please
show,
put it in the comment.
He's the people's champ. I think you need to revote again about the champ.
Emergency election.
You know what, Quavo? He just replaced you on this show of saying outlandish things. This man said they didn't give the man a long time to shine.
You gonna take my 24/7 title, bro? How you gonna do me like that?
He was the longest reigning modern champion.
How long was he in WWE? How many years?
10 years. Damn near.
I don't recall seeing him in the ring for 10 years.
What?
Maybe there was a break. Maybe he started when I was
that doesn't mean, hold on. See, this is what you do all the time. This is what you do all the time. You always change the debate up when someone says something. What you just said at first was
I asked the question.
Let me finish.
I don't remember.
Hold on, let me finish. You said they didn't give him enough time. I literally just said the man was the longest reigning champion in the modern history. There shouldn't be an argument after that. You were wrong.
No,
I say my bad. I forgot.
Whether you saw him or not,
whether you saw him or not,
I didn't disagree. I just said I probably don't remember.
No, you did. You did. You just came back and said a totally different point about. You asked me how long he's been in WWE. That ain't got nothing to do with the push. You said, you literally said,
No.
your words were, and people can hear this and it's recorded and people can go back and they can hear this and they understand what I'm saying.
On the
Literally said the
613
man,
Faye Network.
You literally said the man did not have a long enough push. I came back and said to you, he was the longest reigning modern day champion, period. Then you said he wasn't in the WWE that long.
And then I asked how long.
What does that got to do with the point of what you just said?
Time when I wasn't watching, I said there was a point of time when I stopped watching WWE, and I said he was probably there during that time, so I don't remember. I came back and said
during this time, bro. You was watching during this time.
When I was watching, but let us know in the comment. He may need, we may need to revoke his name.
The SummerSlam at my house when he was the champion, when he was suplexing Block.
I didn't say I didn't see his career. I saw some of his shit. I didn't say I didn't watch him at all. I just said I don't remember him being there 10 years. That's all I said.
No,
don't stretch it out to be longer.
You said, bro.
That is what I said.
No, you didn't.
Like it's recorded. Go back and listen to it.
No, Marshall, literally. Okay, am I tripping, y'all?
I came back and said that.
Holla.
I didn't know that. Don't check the recording. I did say that.
No, literally, you know. Again, but that's the point, Marshall. That's the point, Max. You changed the point after we get you. You can't keep doing that.
You put me on game, and I said I just said I don't remember that. He probably did, but I wasn't watching that whole T, so I don't remember.
No, it's not. He probably did.
There ain't no probably did. It's a fact.
He did. Yeah, they know probably. He did. He's like, okay, cool.
Ah, man. Like I said, y'all taking my point over.
So like I was saying,
like you just don't let us. You don't never let us get the. You don't never let us like. You'll say something and we be like, "Nah, that's not what happened," and you be like, "Well, this is what happened." And you never let us just
disagree.
Be like,
I didn't disagree with nothing you said. So I don't even know why you having this topic right now. I was like, okay,
you literally did, bro. You literally did.
I don't remember or I wasn't watching. That's all
no, you said he didn't have.
The very first thing you said was,
I'm giving another minute,
Ref, count this. Count this match, bro. Count the match, bro. Where are the tags? Where are the tags on this?
I don't know. Go back and check the recordings. I didn't challenge anything.
Hold on, so we've definitely established who the wrong choice was in this.
No, we didn't, because he don't know nothing about CM Punk.
Like I said, even if he was there, like I say, it was cool to watch him, but like I say, he wasn't my top favorite. And that's my
cool to watch it, bro.
He was like,
that's all I said. And y'all coming for my neck for that.
Hey, people.
Can I say it? Can I say it?
This is
no. Drop it. Let me drop it. Let me drop it. Can I drop it, Soul Man?
No. We're not coming at
who I like. Y'all like who y'all like.
No. We're not coming at your neck because we're not coming at your neck because of your opinion. We're coming at your neck because your opinion doesn't have any facts to it. And because you said that you automatically you disqualified from talking about CM Punk because you're saying you didn't watch it that much. So therefore you shouldn't have an opinion about it.
And I admitted that.
But
that's
you shouldn't have an opinion about it. That don't make no sense. That's like me saying chitlins or some shit, and I never had chitlins before.
So I mean, hey, you got it. But like I say, I didn't disagree with nothing you said from the get.
You put me on. You literally did.
Like, okay,
you did.
I don't remember. I didn't watch it.
I'm cutting it. I'm cutting it. I'm cutting it. That's the match. That's the match. All right. We got our choices. People out there, let us know. Let us know what y'all think. Was Maxx on point? Was Hollywood on point? Let us know what you think. Was Quavo on point?
I stole that shit. It was fun. I know I was on point. I stole that shit. I was there.
This is Quavo's fault. If Quavo never stole my guy, then we wouldn't even have this conversation.
You know what I'm saying? Quavo
in the words of Eric Bischoff, controversy creates cash.
No, controversy took his damn business out of business.
Right. Don't use that Bischoff as an example. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's our show for today. Hey, man, y'all
hold on, real quick. You know how bad Eric Bischoff is? This is why he has to be the pick. They took the company from him. They bought the company, then hired him to fire him again. Then hired him recently, made him move to Connecticut, and fired him again. But we're gonna keep his career. Fuck out of here.
Hey, did y'all fellas have fun today? I had a blast, man. Maxx, you have fun today?
Of course, as you shall, baby.
My man. Quavo, how about you? You have fun today, man?
You know I did, bro.
Hey, that diamond studded gold corner. Hey, Hollywood, Mike
No, I
P,
didn't
love
have fun
you.
today. I need to talk to management to renegotiate my contract. This is some bullshit. Y'all stole my ideas. CM
Oh,
Punk ain't shit. Lord have
oh.
mercy. What do you got me
Watch
in
the
this?
blasphemy, man. Nah, man, you know I love some Young Punk, man. Like, oh man, we're gonna have to tell you, man. We're gonna have a talk with Gorilla, like I said earlier, about like 28 minutes ago. Yeah, emergency meeting after this. All right. Oh man, hey, tell the people where they can find you at Hollywood T.
This week I changed my name up, so you can find me at AEWSTILLISSHIT.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's
Super
my
duty.
Twitter. That's my Twitter. Um, my Instagram is Impact is getting better, and my Facebook is I love WWE. Please send me a check.
Cut the check.
Yeah. And if any of you fools actually go look any of this up, you're stupid.
And you're not getting busy.
Holla, 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 player.
Oh man, so you gonna give me a real one now? You're just gonna leave them out there in the dark.
Hold up, Marshall. I got some news to give you, brother.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna put a tag team match together. Hey, get his ass up out of there, man.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yeah, but Vicky was getting some ass in the process. She was getting that back broken open.
Sugar Mama Vicky.
I could have did without seeing her and Edge. I could have did without seeing her and Dolph Ziggler. Oh,
no,
Vicky Guerrero.
We all
Get the fuck.
Hey, that was the
out
point when
my
they was putting all the
crib.
bills in the show with the wrestlers. Like
I
I
So
said,
you
agree.
know I gave you
everything
some
was
giggity
sexual.
and some love.
You had
See, Max,
sexual
you're not as
chocolate.
bad
You
as I thought. See, I agree with you right there. You know, you're not as bad as I thought. Sometimes you crazy, but it's okay. I can work with crazy a little bit.
A little bit.
But
Mad
like
Max.
Mike T
There
304
you
Twitter, M Turner 304 Instagram. You can find me on Facebook, MAXXSUCCKS.
Oh shit. Chair shot. Table. Ladder.
Noted. Noted. You just
Mad
make a
Max.
list.
Hey, good one. Good comeback. Good comeback. Good comeback.
Oh shit. Tell the people they can find you at Mad Max.
You can holler at me at on Facebook at Maxx Simmons. That's MAXXSIMMONS. Holler at me on Twitter and Instagram at Simonium, SIMMONIUM. Also, go check out my website, man. I got my own shoe line cracking, man. Xavier Soul, we out here, baby. www.aliveshoes.com/Xavier-Soul-6. We out here. Let's go.
For Black businesses.
There you go, baby. There you
You
go.
heard them.
You know what I mean? Quavo. Tell the people where they can find you at, man.
Oh, Quavo. Well, you know where you can't find Quavo? You can't find Quavo at Fight Bear Fight. Yeah, you definitely can't find Quavo there.
Why would you plug him? He's a
I
quitter.
have no idea. Oh my god.
But you know where you can find Quavo? Jose Quavo 8. Everywhere.
He's everywhere, all platforms, all streaming devices. He's out there. You know what I mean? I'm your host, Marshall Mr. Soul Simmons. You can find me on Twitter at Mr. Soul at Soulboy1521. Also find me on Instagram and Facebook, Marshall Simmons. Also, don't forget to check out my boys, Tone and Cash Gaming Pad Podcast Thursdays at 11. And my lovely ladies, the Facts Crew, every Friday morning. These ladies talking about politics, relationships, life, and entertainment. Hey, tune in, man. I'm trying to tell you, they're going to make your day. All right. Once again, this has been In the Four Corners of Wrestling, a 613 Faye Productions. Make sure you check us out on Facebook. Join the group In the Four Corners of Wrestling on Facebook. On Instagram, 613 Faye DMV. Yeah, we out here on YouTube, 613 Faye Productions. And as we say here at in the four corners of wrestling, leave this shit to the professionals. Don't try this at home. And we out.
Now, this is usually where the bomb would drop, you guys. But if you're still listening, we understand that Max's comments about CM Punk it will put a lot of you in rage. However, we love each other on this podcast. You say anything crazy, we'll beat you up for real. Drop the bomb, Mike T.
I don't care who liked my comments or not. I said it. And if anybody got a problem, say me.
You were supposed to let me drop the bomb, but I can drop the bomb after that one. Say it again.
Now you
Pull
drop.
out the pit.
Tell me when to drop the bomb.
Drop it now. I said what I said.